Alright, I shall read the background, the adventure background first, just for people who either didn't read it, forgotten it, or for viewers.
Come on, do your homework.
Alright. Welcome everyone to the world of Aeon Gaia. The world is huge. The map you can see right now is pretty much the entire world. The only thing the map does not show are villages and cities you've not found so far, as well as the Great Expanse. The Great Expanse itself is several hundred miles of ocean in all cardinal directions. We shall be playing the Crimson Materia adventure that is set majorly within the city of Niffél, which is the capital city of Gargan, the largest continent and the one within the center of the world. And for the adventure background, Niffél, the metropolis, has always been known for its racial diversity and all-encompassing embrace to travelers, allowing free reign of its streets while also dividing the city by wealth through districts. Niffél is home to royalty and cut purses alike. It isn't so shocking in this environment that missing people and murder cases come to the police's attention, but one such event has gone unsolved for too long. Gethuin Carver was neither popular nor was she unknown to the inhabitants of Sector 1, but with her disappearance over 2 weeks ago, it is seemingly out of the authorities' hands to find her whereabouts. Her parents have put up a wanted poster for information and offer even greater rewards for finding their lost daughter. While it isn't the grandest of jobs, nor the most glamorous, it is the best job for would-be adventurers, as well as a great startup opportunity for heroes. A dreary February day creates an overcast in the sky above Niffél. A chill in the air keeps most of its civilians inside next to the fire, or wrapped up in wool as they move about the city. You find yourselves on the 12:30 train, bound for District 2 of Sector 1, one of the busier trains due to the lunchtime rush. The train itself is very well kept, featuring a singular restroom, lights, heaters, and communication devices. There are also 2 televisions, one on each side of the train showing the daily news, featuring an article on Gethuin Carver's disappearance. Thankfully, due to your more equipped aesthetic, the other passengers chose adjoining cars to sit within. You notice only a few civilians around, as well as an armed chief guard towards the front of the car. Even more interestingly, you notice a Elvan sat on the northern side of the cable car. While he isn't the most, we'll say, weaponly fitted, he does seem to have a magical aura about himself. To his right, but to the west or left, however you're looking at this, there is also a Hume who, besides being shrouded in mystery, keeps most of his body hidden beneath his cloak and hood, though you do notice some weaponry underneath his garb. Towards the southern end of the car, you also make out a Burmesian, and while they are not the typical dragoon, they do seem to be rather muscular and fit for battle. And besides them, you see a quaint Moogle. And like the Elvan, they aren't particularly weaponly in their gear. However, you're pretty sure they have a trick or two underneath their sleeves and top hats. And either through calls on the onboard phones or chatter amongst themselves, you know that these 4 people are also heading in the direction of the Carver residence in hopes of undertaking the quest of finding their daughter. and this will be where you guys can either talk to one another or just be brooding on your seats.
Well, I think everybody knows what I'm doing. I'm one of the brooders.
Also, it's definitely brooding and looking very uncomfortable.
Yeah, just doing the same. Kind of just like keeping my thoughts to myself.
In particular, I'm brooding towards the Elvon a little bit.
Okay, so the entire party are going to be sitting in their chairs, brooding at one another. After some time, as you spend just sitting at your chairs, the comm of the train system dings within your car. Good afternoon, passengers. We will be arriving in District 2 of Sector 1 shortly. Please remember your bags and mind the gap.
So, I'm assuming these are the doors? Or are
The
they...
Yes.
TVs. Oh,
Those are locations of the TVs and the doors.
Right, okay.
this is where you look out the window to see which side you need to get off at.
Yeah. Yeah, which side is it?
You're getting off on the south side.
Okay.
Sorry, I was speaking to Kim at the time when you explained everything. So do we know each other yet, or...?
Apparently no, because nobody wants to talk to each other.
Alright.
Atlas is just going to kind
No,
of
we're
like
going to the
keep an
same
eye on
place.
his pockets when he's like have this man so close to him.
I couldn't know in my pockets to take, it's fine.
Neither have I. I think I'm
You're all
three
just
go.
wearing your money. As you all shuffle around towards the door,
I've got
your
one
train. Oh, that's a gill you can steal.
Yep.
Your train comes to a halt at the station in District 2. Passengers make their way off as the workers look over the train before allowing the next lot of passengers on.
Do we have directions on exactly where we're going?
Yes.
Zoom out a bit.
I will start heading in the correct direction then.
T
You,
equals train
you
station.
head into the wrong direction.
Like, do I get like a survival or knowledge local or something?
No, you know where you're going.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the informational map of Niffél, as if I put a load of buildings on here, it'd be very hard to see where things are. And there is a quick key towards the right, though currently all it has is T being the train stations and 1 being the Carver household. And the Carver household is here. It's beneath the map. You don't get to see it. Hold on a second. There you go. There it is. For some
So
reason,
we're
it
in-
decided to go behind.
We're in District 2 then.
You are currently in District 2 of Sector 1.
Got it.
And the Carver's household is just, with the fancy ruler, about 1 mile to the southwest of the train station. And if you are all of the 30-foot speed, that'll only take you about 20-25 minutes.
Are chocobos allowed to walk around in the city?
Yes.
Okay, then I will probably. What are they allowed on the trains?
Yes.
I would have probably brought Blasto with me.
Alright, so you're going to bounce up on your chocobo and ride off, leaving everyone else behind? Since nobody wants to talk to each other?
Sure.
Okay.
Is there any taxis anywhere? Like
No.
Chocobo taxis.
No.
I ain't got no money to get
Damn
one
it.
anyway. No, just walk.
So we all know we're going to the same place then.
Yes,
Oh, we all know we're going to the same place.
that's
Okay.
what I said when you were in the train.
That's why I said if we wanted to talk to each other.
Okay.
Like, you either overheard one another, or you have a very good assumption that the people who are heavily armed are taking the quest.
And then everybody else who wasn't heavily armed, they kind of just vacated. All right.
Yes, you can easily tell who is an adventurer and who is not, because mostly only you guys were in that car, because nobody wants to sit around people with weapons.
I offer the Moogle a ride since he probably won't be any sort of burden to my chocobo. And
Oh,
I feel that Moogles are lucky.
Oh, why thank you, good sir. I'll happily take your ride, couple.
And I'll also not, like, outpace everybody else.
What is your name, anyway?
My name is Joseph.
Nice to meet you, Joseph. My name is Remula, couple.
That is hard to say. I'll call you Remy if you don't mind.
If I get to like you a bit more, that's fine by me, couple. So, Permission, you seem a bit quiet. What brings you along, couple?
A job. Need money to live.
Feel
As
you there,
you-
couple.
As you are talking with one another, you hear the horn of the train as the doors close behind you, and it sets off onto the next station.
Well, we better get going. Don't got all day, I'm sure.
That's right, good sir. Away we go, couple.
Alright. You'll head off from the train station towards the Carver residence. I can place that a bit better. Put it there. There you can see the number 1. So as you make your way through the 2nd district, you'll see that most of the houses and people around here are middle class. There are plenty of amenities and higher class housing than the 1st district, which is where the main exterior wall is. And as you're passing by the pedestrians and buildings, you notice several Missions and Muggles either jumping and flying across the rooftops or merely overtaking you on the streets. Some of them carrying satchels, others carrying letters and parcels in their hands. You can assume both the Muggles and the Venetians to be either couriers or the local post office going about their rounds. And they can also get to places others can't with their jumping and flying prowess. Hey, I also said there's Burmesians. It's not just Muggles in this setting.
Is it heavily crowded in the streets?
There is quite a few people in these streets, yes. Though most of them are either wrapped up in thick clothing due to the weather, or they are inside.
Well, I sure don't think I have any trouble forging a path if needed.
People mostly get out of your way since you're riding on the chocobo. They don't want their feet crushed.
Are there, like, customs or rules and regulations when it comes to, like, is there a gutter where people walk and a middle of the road where carts and chocobos walk?
Pretty much the rule is if you're using a mount or a vehicle, you stay within the middle of the roads, whereas everyone who's on foot stays towards the sides. there's not enough traffic to warrant particular full-on roads.
Okay. I'll stick to the middle of the road and forge a path on through, I suppose.
Yeah, I was just walking behind the chocobo to kind of get the most room to walk to avoid most of the crowd.
All right.
Utilize the wake of the chocobo.
And I'm just like nodding my head at anybody who makes eye contact with me. Eyes a friendly hello as I'm walking past people.
Well, besides the Bemetians and the Mughals, you'll also notice dwarves playing dice games on the streets. But they're more engrossed in their games of dice and gil than they are with people passing on the street. Your group continues onwards as you approach the Carver household, looking fancier than the other buildings thus far. The entire house is surrounded by 5-foot walls and a steel gate, but with no sign of a bell, you would assume anyone may enter towards the front door.
I will hop off the chocobo after helping the Moogle down if he needs it, and put him up at tie him up to the gate or something like that, where he's not just going to wander off.
Yeah, you can tie him to the gate sufficiently.
I'll pet the Moogle. I'll pet the Moogle. I'll pet,
You pet yourself? And you purr?
I'll pet the chocobo before I get off.
He sniffs your hand expectantly, but is slightly affronted that you don't have treats in it.
I'll get you one soon.
When you get paid.
Yeah.
Alright. You're easily able to open up the metal gates and walk up the path towards the door.
I'm easily able to? That might not
Anyone.
be... Okay.
Anyone is. It's unlocked. You can't, as far as you can see, there's no lock on the gate. It's just there for looks. And as you approach the Carver household, you'll notice the brown stonework on the house is mostly unremarkable, alongside the smoke chimney puffing out black clouds every so often. And as you approach the front door, everybody can make a perception check.
First roll of the game. Can I smell it?
This is a visual thing.
Okay. That's even worse.
Okay, so Remila and Joseph, you will both notice that the door frame has a slight carving on its top side. The carving represents that of a broken dagger. And do you two want to point this out to the others?
Well, first, I'll think to myself, do I know of anything? Like, does a broken dagger symbolize anything?
If you have seen it, you may roll a knowledge local.
Yeah, no. But I will point in it. You don't need to point in them, do you?
I can roll
Yeah, you
knowledge
do.
local then.
Yeah, you need a rank and a knowledge to use it.
Well, I'd point it out, because it has no significance to me.
Alright, Joseph. Do you want me to tell you as a voice, or do you want me to type it to you so nobody else knows?
I'm most likely just going to share it with everybody anyway, so out loud is fine.
Okay. You can identify this as the symbol for the Broken Dagger Thieves Guild within Niffél, who have been active since the very beginning of the city's existence.
And I might have had run-ins with them in the past, just because of who I am.
There's a possibility for that, but all you have in your background is Reclaimers.
Right. I'm just saying, in a general passing by, not necessarily actual contacts within.
Well, if that's the case, everybody has a run-in with them. They're thieves.
Right.
Yep, if you share that with everyone else, everyone now has that information, as well as now seeing the Broken Dagger symbol on the doorframe.
Right. So, that leads me to believe that either they would be a part of the guild, or this thing that happened is because of the guild. The disappearance of the lady.
Well, does it look fresh or does it look like it was built in? Like, is it?
It's
is it
carved.
cut in-
And it's carved as in they put a dagger to the wood to carve it into it.
Is it rugged or is it quite a nice work?
Well, if you're an art connoisseur, you can say it's rather rugged the way it's been put in there. It's not really professionally done.
Right.
I think what he's trying to ask is, does it look like it was put in there very recently? Like, edges are fresh, still got fresh splinters around it? Or does it look like it's a little bit weathered, like it's been there for a while?
You can roll a secondary perception.
Alrighty.
Anyone else can do that as well.
Well, might as well give it a go. Maybe I won't get a 1. There we go. Get a 1 and then get a 20.
Remula, you can't really tell at all how old this is. Whereas Joseph and Ulsa, you can tell it's at least 1 year or younger. And Atlas, you can tell this has been carved within between 1 and 2 months.
I'll relay that back to everyone else here.
That leads me to believe that they're probably the perpetrators, or they have information on who is.
It could be a symbol that they're protecting this area or something.
Yeah, we can always ask inside.
Yeah.
Kupo.
We must remember about Moogle. Aside the door frame is a rope that extends through a hole into the door frame.
Is it easily reached for me or?
For you, you'd have to fly a bit.
I'd try to pull on it.
The rope is easy enough to pull, and after pulling the rope, you hear a faint noise of a bell on the other side. Like on the other side of the door.
Yeah.
And after a minute or so, the large oak doors swing open to reveal an average-build man, possibly in his 40s. Hello there. I am Borwin Carver. Well, do you have business at the Carver household?
Hello, good sir. We have come to about the missing girl, Kupo.
Ah, you've come for the quest of my daughter. Yes, come in. At the mention of his daughter, he opens the door a lot wider and kind of waves his hand to motion you inside. Does everyone go inside?
Yes.
Yep.
As you all enter, you do feel a rug underneath your feet, as if he doesn't want mud there. However, he doesn't really stick around or keep an eye on you. He kind of walks almost with a hop in his step, as if to make himself faster. And as he moves into the next room, he continues to wave you in, offering you drinks of water or anything else you need.
Yeah, I'll take a drink of water, Kupo. Thank you.
Is there like a shoe rack or something like that that would be something?
There is a coat rack and
indicating?
there's a coat rack and a shoe tray just to the right of the door.
I'll remove my boots and set them there. And then follow them into the next room and grab a drink of water.
I'll remove my jacket and top hat as well.
Also, she kind of looks at the shoe rack and her feet and just wipes her feet and steps inside.
Yeah.
She's not wearing shoes.
Yeah, I'll just remove my shoes and walk in.
Alright, as you all remove whatever you are, or being a Burmesian and don't wear them, you make your way into a... He leads you through this entrance hall towards what you could assume is a large dining room. There is a large wooden table within the middle, and it has sat several notes, letters, and empty cups. The cups being filled with water, as Forwin shows you to several chairs. The room itself contains enough chairs for the party to sit. So right now it has 7 chairs. And as Forwin fills up your glasses, he calls out into the next room for a person by the name of Maver. After a few seconds, you can hear footsteps as another middle-aged Hume comes out from another entrance, though this one is a female. As she comes and stands behind Forwin, he will address you all. I thank you all for coming to meet with me. It has been some time we've had willing investigators come to us to sort this whole mess out. As noted on the poster, we are offering 1,000 guild for any substantial information regarding our daughter, and 5,000 for her safe return. Or, if that is not possible, he then kind of turns his head downwards with a more sullen look on his face. Some sign of her passing. As there are 4 of you, I cannot offer any more, and you shall have to split this amongst yourselves.
It's been a while since I've had a job this lucrative, so I'm not gonna be too picky.
They seem alright. I'll happy to share.
But I want to do that just to see if he's lying or not.
Lying about what in particular?
Well, just like if he seems too nervous or just he's in this situation, he seems like he should be distraught rather than nervous. So any sort of clues that are pointing to the fact that he's hiding something from us that he doesn't want us to find out.
As far as you can tell, he seems a bit jittery, but nothing really points out any nefariousness.
Okay.
So, do you have any information of the disappearance yet? Like when was she last seen?
Give me 1 moment. Okay, Forwin will tell you that Gefwin mostly travelled among District 1 and 2 of Sector 1, and she often visited the Colourful Bard Inn. They'll also begrudgingly tell you that she was also dating a Hume by the name of Tyler Tick Rick, who also lives in District 1. Gefwin has also been missing for 2 weeks to this day.
Where was the last place she was seen?
The last place that her parents knew that she was at the Colourful Bard.
Do they know where her partner is that she was dating is at this moment? Or
Not currently. The parents didn't really like or talk with Tick at all.
Can you put his
Right.
name in chat?
Yes.
But he hasn't been missing for a similar amount of time or anything like that. He's
As far as they know, Tick is not missing.
okay.
As far as you can tell, there's no wanted or police notings that Tick has been missing either.
Okay.
Why was he called Tick?
Tick is his nickname.
Why?
The parents don't know; they just know his nickname is Tick. One of them, well, Fallen will just say he assumes it's the combination of his first and last name.
Why didn't you like him? Why don't you like him?
Well, he's not exactly of our stature. He mostly goes around District 1.
He's not tall enough.
What?
That sure he's not. Is he not tall enough?
Oh no, it's not height. It's class.
His parents didn't have enough money, so these two don't like him. That's it, Kupo.
Okay.
Well, this is now awkward. Would it be possible to search her room or place where she was staying to see if there's anything that we could find there as well, or is that off limits?
Her room is off limits. It's already been searched by the police as well as just the local law, and they don't want anyone else messing with it.
What was the name of her?
Okay.
Gefwin Carver. She is 19 years old.
And do they have a point of contact with the police at all?
No one in particular, since the case has gone on for 2 weeks. At this point, it's just being regulated to the general law. There's no one person working on it.
And what is
Have
she?
you
Is
got-
she human?
Yeah.
She is human, yes. Both her
Awesome.
parents are also human.
I'll ask if we've got like a recent painting of her or something we could take with us.
They will hand you. They will hand you a copy of the wanted poster, which you guys would have found before, and it has a full body drawing of her.
Thank you.
A family this wealthy probably has, pictured. No, wait, I don't remember.
And who's Tyler Tick Rick again? I have my mum
My
come in
friend.
the room, so I just didn't know
Her
who
boy.
was
It's her boyfriend.
her boyfriend.
I know that there's like TVs and stuff, but are there like photographs? Is there a possibility to find a photograph of her? Like,
We're just being given one.
well,
Have we got-
This
that's a
is
drawing.
this is a drawing.
Have we got any drawings or pictures of Tyler?
No. Again, the parents didn't like him, so they don't really have anything of his there. And yes, there are pictures and cameras, though they are mostly for family portraits. People don't really want to spend the money for it because
Would
it's
they
mostly a new technology.
would they have any indication of what part he would be in District 1?
They don't know.
They don't know.
They don't like him to the extent that they don't want to know about him.
Fair enough.
I'll ask if they could point out where the colourful bard is on our map.
You bring out your map of the city, they're like, you didn't buy a tourist one? They have all the things on here. And they will note the colourful bard on your map. It is to the northwest of the Carver household, over here. It's about a 2-mile walk.
Okay. So
Do you
where it
know
says
who
number
get-
2.
Do you know who your daughter was with when she was there?
Usually Tick.
You noticed it in District 1.
They'll say that they don't know why she went to the colourful bard so often, if she was meeting people there or not. Though they do know that Tick also frequented the colourful bard.
Also, I'm assuming Maver is her mum.
Yes, Maver is her mother,
Got it.
and Forwin is her father.
Do you know where Tick lives? Did we get the location?
No,
They do
don't.
not.
I'll
They'll
ask Forward
they'll
if we can
They will assume that he lives within District 1 of Sector 1.
I asked Father if I could have, Farwin, if I could have another drink of water.
He will pour you some more.
As he's pouring it, I'll just say quietly so his wife wouldn't hear. But I'll just say the broken dagger above the door. Can you explain it? Are you part of the guild or?
What are you talking about?
When we came into your house, you have the symbol of a broken dagger at the top of your door frame.
Oh, that's probably here from quite some time ago. The house is old, you see. It could have been done by the previous occupants.
Can I sense motive? See if he's...
Yeah, anyone can roll sense motive as well, because he's not really being quiet about this.
There you go. Everybody knows if he's lying on that.
Actually, everyone rolled above because I only got a 13. Okay, so... Also, just because you succeeded on your knowledge, Joseph, you get a +2 to that roll, so you get 21.
Okay.
And yes, you can clearly see that they are, well, that Forwin is lying when he's telling you it was here before they moved in.
Come on now, Kupo. We're here to try to find your daughter. If you're hiding anything, we need to know everything, Kupo. That was awful. Oh my god.
Maeva will chime out for the back and basically tell her husband that the more information the adventurers have, the quicker the job will get done. And Fawn will just kind of cave and let you know. Well, yes, I found Gefwin carving that on the door frame, but I thought she was just going through a rebellious phase and was probably getting into trouble with the law. We did have some police come by asking about some petty theft, but we didn't think anything of it. And, well, the next day I found Gefwin carving that. I scolded her and told her to stop, and we never spoke of it again.
Do you know what that means, Kupo?
The carving?
Yes, Kupo.
No.
It's a symbol of the Thieves Guild, Kupo.
Wait, that's not the right one.
The Thieves Guild? You mean the group of pickpockets and cut purses that go around?
That'll be them, Kupo.
That is troubling.
You said
Joseph, as far as you can tell, he's telling the truth.
So he doesn't really know what the symbol means.
Yes.
That's what I was trying to sense about.
Yeah, well, bang your awful now. Well, you said she spends a lot of time in District. Wait, is District 1 like the poorer district, yeah?
District 1 is the poorest, yes.
So I'm assuming that the Thieves Guild would be there if anywhere. You said she spends a lot of time in District 1.
No, she spends a lot of time in District 2 and 1. She mostly goes to the colourful bard of District 2, but they don't know where she goes in District 1. They'll assume it's to Tick's house if he lives there.
Well, we definitely need to speak to Tick about this.
We need to find him first.
Yeah.
I think he might also have a link with the Thieves Guild. Especially if she's carving it on their door.
Well, what time of day is it right now?
It's currently 1:30.
PM, I hope.
Oh no, sorry. It'd be closer to 12:50 actually, because it's only a 20-minute walk from the train station. So it's just passing midday.
Okay. Well, we can go check out the colorful bard if we come up
Yeah.
with anything.
Do you not have any more questions?
Around the time the authority came asking about the petty crime and you caught her doing the dagger, did you see her speaking to anyone you didn't recognize?
No, she was all alone carving it.
Have there been any unknown persons coming near your house that didn't used to,
Not particularly.
other than
Ah.
people that you've hired for attempting to find information?
It was mostly normal.
Has there been any theft in this area?
There's always theft, but I don't really keep an ear to that kind of thing. It's just a common occurrence.
Has it changed any since the symbol appeared?
Not to my knowledge. Though our house isn't exactly targeted at all.
How often would you like to have reports? Just whenever we come up with something, or
Whenever you have proof or something substantial.
so basically after the completion of our investigations?
It doesn't have to be the completion.
Well,
Any information we find, it could help anybody else looking for her.
Exactly. We could also pass it on to the authorities.
this is true.
Do you know the name of the guard working closely to this case, Couple?
Again, it's gone on for so long, it's just kind of moved around so many people. There's no one person working on it. They basically put this file on top of the other files of missing people.
Well, you do have you had any ransoms or anything come through? You seem to be well off, so that could be the reason for it.
No ransoms, no. She just disappeared.
Alright.
Also, if you are going to mention that they're well off, you can, just as characters, ask for money up front or in advance. That will require diplomacy. Or intimidate, if that's what you're into. Intimidate your employers. I don't suggest it.
I'm assuming we'd have to get a train from district to district.
No, as you can see on the diagram, the white lines are the massive gates that connect each wall segments.
Right.
Besides those, you can also take the trains to any station.
Well, just guesstimating, it looks like it's gonna be like almost an hour's walk from here to the Colorful Bard. Just because the
Yep,
distance
about
is
an hour.
about twice what it took us to get here from the train station. So we've got a couple of options. We could go check out the Colorful Bard. We could go to the authorities and ask them what they've got. Or we could try to specifically track down Tick and see if he has any
I think the
information.
Colourful Bard is the best place to start with.
Probably. I was also kind of thinking about going off and trying to find a contact within the Broken Dagger, see if they know anything in particular.
But if none of us have a personal tie, how are you going to know?
Well, I mean, there's ways of contacting thieves guilds.
Yeah, just throw money on the streets. That's what you do in Assassin's Guild.
Just snatch them up after they walk by. Leave your purse open. Where
I mean, we can always have a look
Where they
out,
can
and
find
if
it.
we see anyone steal, just follow them and they might know. But I believe that the broken dagger and the bard
the Colorful
will be
Bard.
the best. Yeah, the Colourful Bard will be our best bet first. We've spent a lot of time there.
I will also
Cool.
remind you that the table does have plenty of notes and letters.
Can we have a look? Well, I'll ask if you mind. We have a look through them. If it's about his daughter.
Go ahead. They're mostly a compilation of all the information we have on the investigation.
Oh, perfect.
Okay, we'll definitely have a look through all that. Then.
Absolutely.
Alright, if you investigate the table, you'll notice that the majority are newspaper clippings and police reports about Gefwin's disappearance. Everyone can roll a perception. Again, this is visual, so also it's not going to do too well.
Too many words. My head is spinning.
Atlas and Joseph, you will spot one clipping that has the time and date of her supposed disappearance, which I shall copy into the chat. She apparently disappeared on the 2nd of February around 1 p.m, and it also pinpoints her disappearance to the 1st sector, whereas today's date is the 16th. So it's 14 days after her disappearance. 2 weeks on the nose. It's pretty much also the same time as well. You're like 10 minutes behind the anniversary.
I was just about to say, I'm really close on the nose.
And Rebular, with your exceptional roll, you will also see a returned reward letter. Apparently, somebody was giving out false information, and there is an attached satchel with 400 gil inside.
There's just a bag of gills sitting on the table with these papers.
It's a satchel, but yes.
I'll say, like, what was this false information? What was handed around?
Oh, that was some adventurer. Apparently, a famed hero of the South. He was saying that our daughter had moved on into District 3. Yeah, it's complete nonsense. He is telling you the truth.
Okay.
Well, I'll pick up the satchel and I'll just pass it over to him, saying I wouldn't just leave this on the table if you've got people coming and going. You don't know who's gonna. If someone's making false accusations like this, you don't know who's gonna come into your house. Go back.
Oh, well, thank you for your consideration. Though, like I said, not really been no theft in our house for quite some time. He'll take the statue from you and just like
Was the
put it
false,
around.
did the false information say she went to Section 3? Or
Yes.
District
Yes.
1? District 3. Okay, Section 3.
Section 3. Sector.
Sector, got it.
So this thing up here, this is Sector 3.
And what Sector 3 is?
What were you saying there, Andrew?
Oh, sorry. I'm just. I'm gonna look it up on my phone, but I was thinking like, what is Sector 3 specifically known for?
The sectors aren't particularly known for anything. They
Oh, Sector 6.
the sectors are Sector 6 is known for something. The sectors are numbered in the time when they were created. So Sector 1 was created first, Sector 2 was created second, and so forth. Sector 6 is a dead sector, and that's a whole different thing.
Yeah, that's my place.
Do they have the name of the person who actually gave the false information? And the location of where they might be?
Before I answer that, I've just realised somebody's changed the name of the party notes to Broken Dagger Thieves Guild.
Yeah, that
Oh,
was...
that would be me. I'm
Oh, no, it
sorry.
wasn't. I
Wait,
actually
back
thought it was
off,
going to be
bitch.
fish. It's always you.
I'm keeping my notes on my own page. Huh?
I thought that's what I was doing. I apologize.
Yeah, just
I
as a
thought I was-
reminder, if you're editing handouts, do it one player at a time, because if you're editing and someone else is editing, one of them will overwrite the other.
That's why I'm just doing it on my own, because
Yeah.
Yes. So if somebody is editing that, let the party know.
Yeah, I apologize. I thought that was like a specific thing for me.
No, that's for the group. That's why it's group notes. Sorry.
Right. Okay.
well, I think we've learned everything we can here. Come on.
How do you know the info was false?
Basically, they corroborate. they correlated that information with everything they gained from the police, as well as all the reports from the train attendees and such, and no one had seen Gefwin go past any other sectors.
What evidence did they provide you that was where? What reasoning did they have for them thinking that she went to Sector 3?
They basically falsified some documents to get some easy pay, and the documents were easily identified as false because the train stations keep records of who buys what.
Could it be that she just didn't pay for anything on the train, just like snuck onto it?
It'd be very hard to sneak onto the train because every car has a sheath guard on it and everyone is checked for their tickets.
Is it not possible to get like on top of the train or anything?
It is, but it's very easy to tell if someone's on top of there.
Lots of sensors and whatnot.
Not exactly sensors, but people with eyes.
Oh.
It also moves very quickly.
Okay.
So who was the person who gave this info?
They'll give you the name, but you don't know him. Apparently he's famed. Apparently he's also a rip-off from what they can tell. He's been run out of town ever since.
Can I do a knowledge local on him? Or attempt to, at least?
You can do. Exactly what I said. They aren't really famous. They're just someone who tried to get a quick buck.
He portrayed himself as famous in order to give
Yes.
himself credibility.
So I believe our first point of call will be the colourful bard. Good one.
Sounds logical.
Well, we'll see you when we have a bit of information. Hopefully we have your dog.
Thank you for taking on the request. And we shall be here whenever you gain any information. Alright. After saying your farewells, you will leave the Carver household, and you will gain 100 experience.
Are we tracking that, or are you?
You are on your sheets.
Gotcha.
Though generally everyone has the same XP, so you only need one person to do it.
Okay. I'll put it on mine just in case.
So do you all head to the Colourful Bard straight away?
I asked
Quite a
Michael.
bit of daylight left.
Yeah.
Alright.
Along the way, I'll say, like, do you want to keep an eye out for anyone like stealing and see if they know of the Thieves Guild?
I'll agree to that if he's talking to me.
It's just everybody. Like, just keep an eye out, see if you see somebody stealing, and then point them out to the group. And that's to see if I see anyone stealing.
I'll also put a timer just on the map, just so it's there.
Okay.
And if you're looking around for anyone particularly being thefty today, you don't spot anything out of the ordinary. You see some people cheating at cards or dice, but nothing really Thieves Guild worthy.
One of the people I see cheating at like a game of dice or something, I just like look over the shoulder and say, "I saw that," like loud enough for everybody to actually hear me. I was cheating's bad, Kupo.
It ain't cheating, it's luck. I've got Lady Luck on my side.
So a weighted dice or card up his sleeve.
This man is actually swapping cards from his hand into his sleeve.
So what's this up your sleeve, Kupo? And then can I do a sleight of hand to like quickly grab some out of his sleeve?
Yes, you can.
God damn it.
That's what CMB versus.
No, he's basically trying to steal from this guy.
Okay.
Let me just double check what this guy is going to be. Okay, let's see if he spots you. This guy pretty much has no bonus. So roll the dice.
Buddy.
He doesn't notice, but you fail to take it out of his sleeve.
Alright. So I'll try again then. And then.
Okay, I'm not going to roll because I can't beat more than 20. So you try and pull it out the first time, but you just kind of like fluff it, and everyone just like stares at you, really confused. And then a second later, you turn around your other hand, and you show up with 3 cards that were in his like cuff, and everyone can see it's the same deck that they're all using, and they all just turn to the guy who's still holding 4 cards in his hand. You bastard! That's my kid's learning money! And then they start fist fighting each other.
When they're brawling, is there any
Wait,
gill
just-
on the table?
They're doing this on the floor.
Or is there any gill on the floor when they're brawling?
Yes,
Can I take it? With sleight hand again.
sure.
Re-rolling that with a
Is
luck
paper
ball point.
money, or is it metal?
I believe I can re-roll. Let me have a look.
Should be able to.
Yeah, so with these luck points, he can spend them to re-roll any single roll for himself with 1 point. Yep, I'll do that then.
Go ahead.
That was really loud, I don't like that. There we go.
Okay, I don't even need to reroll. As they're fist fighting one another, you're able to pick up the gill they've been throwing down in the pot.
And I'll just waddle away.
And you gain 18 gill.
Just because.
You saying something again, Drew?
Yeah. No, that's not enough.
What are you perceptioning?
I was watching the exchange. Seeing if
Okay.
I noticed him pocket some gill. Is gill metallic coins or something like that, or is
Yeah.
it paper?
No, they are green coins.
Green coins. Is knowledge technology a thief's skill? Because I didn't. It's not in the.
If it's not on the class list, then no.
Okay, I didn't know if adding technology to Final Fantasy D20 would.
Well, the thief is in FFD20.
Well, I didn't see. I don't know. I didn't see if knowledge technology was in.
I double checked; it's not on their list.
Okay.
So I take it everyone's moving away from the scuffle as Remilor pockets the gill.
Yes.
Hey, they don't know.
We don't know that you pocketed it, but
They know I stopped to cheat.
Causing a scuffle, basically.
I stopped a cheater. I don't believe in that sort of stuff.
Before we get into the building, I'd like to check the doorways to see if there's any more of those broken dagger symbols.
Doorways of what? The inn itself?
Yeah.
The inn does not have the symbol. Okay, so towards the western side of District 2 in Sector 1 lies this inviting, if not dark-looking inn. Cobblestone walls and wooden frames keep their building upright as several glass windows peer into the interior. and you should be able to see everything. Everyone should have vision, and you should be able to see through the windows, which are here and here, and the front door is here.
There's me checking the doorway out.
Atlas will go up to the door and try to open it.
Are you pulling or pushing?
I hate it when you ask this question, but I'm going to go with the push.
I'm sorry, this is one of those inns that open outwards, so the door is now locked and you will fail the game. You open up the door.
I ain't starting this, I can tell you that.
And entering through the well-crafted wooden door, you find yourself greeted by the cheers of local drinkers and singing of midday drunkards. You notice several patrons of varying race painting a colourful picture of the bar itself, while the counter at the far end returns a bit to darkness as you notice a black-furred varg tending the counter itself. Flooring is of a dark brown hardwood material, with most of the furniture being made of lighter coloured hardwoods. The ceiling stands a good 15 foot high.
Water or dagger on the door?
No.
No. When we get in here, though, I'm going to kind of like check around the walls and like around the bar edge to see if I can see that symbol anywhere.
Yeah,
Alright,
I'll do the
roll
same.
perception.
I am also doing
Atlas, you do not notice any of the broken dagger symbols. However, as you're looking around the room, this man here, who is taking a swig of his tankard, catches your eye as you're looking around, and he just gives you a quick wink.
Atlas will just completely ignore him and continue what he was doing. Afterwards, he'll walk up to the barman, or wolf, or she.
It's a varg, and it's a male. A varg is basically a werewolf, who's always in wolf form. Remular, you don't notice this wink as you were looking elsewhere while it happened.
And I'll go up to him and I'll kind of...
Approaching the bartender, you will notice he wears a very well-made black suit and trilby hat with a white undershirt. His suit is unbuttoned completely, showing his undershirt and ruffles of fur peeking out from the neckline.
I approach him and say... while I'm also approaching him, I'll also be looking towards these papers on the desk. And
That's a
I'll kind
menu.
Okay, and then I'll kind of say to him, I'm on the look for a girl that's gone missing. I wonder if you know her. And then I say the name, which is Gethwine Carver?
Gethwin.
Gethwin.
Well, would have been nice if you introduced yourself, but fine if you want to get straight to business.
I'm on a job.
Okay, and yeah, if you do want to look at the menu, you can. It has both food and drink. And for Moonman, you didn't ask, but his name's Moonman. You can use either diplomacy or intimidate at any point. You can also bribe him if you have the money.
Yeah, I ain't got no money to bribe.
What are you asking about? Just Gethwin in general.
Gethwin in general, kind of asking when she was last seen here, as I know that she hangs her out here.
Roll me diplomacy or intimidate.
Not doing good rolls.
Gethwin. Yeah, she'd come around here sometime.
You wouldn't have happened to seen her recently, would you?
Nope. I don't know why I say some out of. You're pretty sure the man has a lot more information being a bartender. Same for Atlas.
See, I'd love to bribe him, but I got nothing to bribe him with.
Is there really like any stools along the bar? Or
Yeah, there
how
are.
high? Right.
There are
I'll
stools.
jump. I'll get onto a stool and put like one elbow on the side of the bar. I'll just well, hello there, tall, dark, and handsome. pardon my acquaintance for his rude way of speaking to you. The name's Remular. How about you, good sir?
Welcome to the colourful bard. My name is Moonmarn, the proprietor of the inn. You here for lodgings, eating, or drink?
Well, I'll take a drink and I'll just quickly glance over and then what's he got on there quickly?
Oh, you know I don't do anything quickly.
Yeah.
As he shows you the menu. He can do you up a cocktail or just give you something he has on draft.
I'll take a cocktail of gin me.
That'll be 5 gil.
5 gil on the table. Well,
The Varg mixes up some Ivan Braustian orange Gargan liqueur, grapefruit juice, and salt served in a caption-rimmed glass, and he kind of slides it a bit over to Remular.
I'll take a sip and just say delightful kebab. So, as my rude acquaintance was saying, we are on the lookout for the young girl known as... God damn it, already. Yeah, the young girl known as Gwefwyn Kebab. I'm sure a man of your fine stature would hear a few whispers here and there. And
Roll me diplomacy.
Yeah, I'll roll diplomacy and then put another 20 gil per thing. I'll just put 30 gil on table as well.
Oh, you don't. He doesn't even touch your money.
Alright, it's fine.
Alright, so you get 2 lots of information. Good old Gefrin. She used to. Well, she doesn't used to. She does. Well, whatever you'd call it now. She works here as a waitress and cleaner. She works between the hours of 1400 and 2200. Put those in there for you. And she gets paid with gil, and she also gets a free meal, since we always have leftovers, and people don't always like to eat what they order. You know, too much salt, too much pepper, they don't like chocobo meat, you know, that kind of stuff. And he will also say, she's worked for me for about a year. She hasn't brought any issue, though since she's been working it, she has kind of invited some shady types around. But it's business. Word of mouth, you know that.
Well,
But
when was the last time?
She does like to give those lot a bit more food and drink.
When was the last time she was here, Kupo?
About 2 weeks ago. Just before she disappeared. Cop's
Since-
been around so many times asking.
Yeah. Since then, has any of her shady friends been in?
Well, her shady friends only started appearing 1 week before she disappeared. They still pop around.
Would there be any in here now? Or any regularly show up?
They get here a bit later. Her shift isn't until about 10 minutes from now. They only show up on her shift.
Well,
Her shift starts in 10 minutes.
yeah. I'll take a picture for my table, and then if you see any of them, could you give me a subtle hint that they're here, Kupo?
Do you not want to ask him anything else?
Probably, yeah, but I'm really dumb, so I don't know what to ask him. I'll ask him what his shady friends look like.
He'll give you a brief description, but the only thing that really makes them shady is that they all wear cloaks, similar to Joseph. And if
the boyfriend.
yeah, I was gonna say, party members can give you advice.
I'll ask about the boyfriend then as well. I'll say, do you know of... I have notes. Where is it? Do you know of Tyler Tick Rick?
Give me the good old diplomacy.
Yeah!
Nice.
And again, you get 2 parts of information. Ah, yeah, Tick. Yeah, she took quite a fancy to the fella. And he was also a frequent visitor of the inn. I think it wasn't for the food. Tick himself always paid his tab. He also sometimes paid for his 2 friends he brought round. But, between you and me, I don't trust the fella. He kinda has a nervous twitch about him. And, well, he's easy to set off. That's why people like to call him Tick. He's got a tick. You know,
Makes
very,
sense.
yeah. Not very inventive, but it fits. And he will also tell you... Tick was, Tick's actually at the inn right now. He's in the outside seating area if you want to go chat to him. But, he's a bit angry today. So, might wanna lay off.
What drink does he normally order, Cooper?
He's a beer lad. Same with his 2 friends. They ordered 1... Well, they ordered 3 before they went out there.
I'll take 3 of them with me, Cooper.
You gonna ask him anything else? The outside seating area, he'll basically point to it, but there's also a sign through this door is the outside seating area. Got any other questions for Moonmarn?
Anybody help me, Cooper?
I'll also allow anyone to speak on his behalf and use Remolar's role if you want.
No?
Any
This door.
sign of
Unless she had-
activity from the Thieves Guild or anything?
Either that or any information on the day that she actually disappeared. Any movements.
Well, he said he hadn't seen her in 2 weeks.
If you want to ask about the Thieves Guild, roll me diplomacy. Or intimidate, or bribe.
Bribe's the thing?
Yeah, you can bribe him.
Ah,
It might take a bit.
Well, I'll roll a diplomacy first.
Jesus.
That's not a natural.
Feels
20.
good, doesn't it?
You're just keeping your gil in your pocket because you don't need it with these rolls.
These rolls have been good though. Like, I've got a good bonus of 9, but there's 17, 16, and 19. Like, they've been good rolls.
Alright, and you succeed. This was actually a very hard check to make. The Thieves Guild, just between, well, it's not really between you and me. It's kind of common knowledge. Not everyone believes it though, but the Thieves Guild do exist. Some will tell you they ain't real. But they mostly deal with businesses or shake them down for money up front to guarantee safety against thefts. And you might want to keep your voice down when talking about them. You kind of they don't like people asking about it. And you also beat his extremely high roll, which you almost didn't. And before you ask, yeah, I pay the guild 5% every month. And the shady group, yeah, pay them. They're the collectors.
Would Tick be part of that group, Cooper?
Nah, Tick ain't that bright.
Would you have a symbol? Like, at Gwethwyn's house, there was a symbol above her door for the Thieves Guild. Do you have one of those to prove you've paid or something?
No, they tell the whole group.
Ah, right.
Those markings are just for non-business places.
I seem to be having an issue with the door.
Yeah, the door's closed. People are currently talking to Moonmon.
I've been attempting to leave.
I'd prefer if people stay in the same place because it gets really confusing when people go to different areas of the map.
Oh, it's not connected.
It is connected, it's just I'd have to do your part, then their part, then your part, then their part.
Okay.
Do you have any other questions for Moonman?
When Gethwin worked here, did you ever hear her speaking about leaving or anything of the sort?
Give me a diplomacy. I'll just assume you want diplomacy because that's what you've been doing. My God, man! You're just gonna die when combat starts.
Oh yeah.
Hey, that's if it starts.
Okay. He will tell you that he doesn't keep track of his workers outside of the inn too much, although he will say that Gethwin was always keeping herself within Sector 1. She did frequent the west side, as he overheard her talking about some locations in that direction, but he doesn't remember which. He will also tell you that she also went to the Reclaimer's office in District 2 on the west side. And he'll also tell you that if you didn't know, the Reclaimers are a group of adventurers turned treasure hunters who head into Sector 6 to loot the dilapidated buildings and sell the gains.
Could you put that in the chat? Trying to take notes
Yes.
for once.
That's what I do. Is this the main office? Would I know? Or is there like multiple subsidiary offices, or is there just one basic office that everybody goes to?
It's the main office in this one. There's only one office per sector. Sector 1 is the main office of all of Niffél.
Okay.
And he'll also tell you, since you're such an amazing Moogle and you're being so polite, he'll also give you a entry permit to the Reclaimers. He will also tell you he was going to give these to the police, but the police can get anywhere they want to, really.
Oh, thank you, Cooper.
And this will... you now have one entry permit that will allow you to get into the building and get info easier. This will also give you a +4 to checks at the Reclaimers.
I should also have something like that as well, since that's where I work, right? But it
Yes.
might not necessarily be for that one, since I didn't put one in.
No. You can enter, but you do not have a +4.
Okay.
This permit gives you the +4.
Would you like me to make a roll to figure out which one I go to? Or do you want to pick yourself, or what?
I'll roll a d6. You work for... I should have rolled a
That's
6.
not
There's 5 sectors. Okay, that'll be 5. You work at the Reclaimers at Sector 5.
Okay. So I won't have any contacts that would know anything about Sector 2 in particular.
There's also that. I don't think I put that in the chat. Any other questions?
This will be just before I came to sit down, but can I get a perception of the guy that was giving me a wink? Just kind of look him over.
For anything in particular?
Just kind of like basics, you know. See if I can kind of figure out partly of what he is. Like, does he have a weapon or things like that?
He's
Okay,
secretly checking him out.
I'm not. I'm just kind of creeped out a little bit.
Yeah, you can roll perception. That is a male Hume. You can assume he's around early 30s, and he has a short sword and shield.
Short.
He's also wearing, short sword and shield. He's also wearing some highly maintained leather armor.
So where it says Gethwin was always keeping to herself in Sector 1. She did frequent the west side though. Would that west side be Sector 2? Or are you still on about Sector 1 west side? That bit. So what are you referring to where
She mostly stuck to the west side of District 2.
Right.
And I'll also add it onto your map, but the Reclaimers is also on the west side, so that'll be why she's stuck over there. She mostly came to the Colourful Bard and the Reclaimers Guild, which are both on the west side.
Alright. I'm sure I'll have some more questions for you, good sir, but I'll just go reconvene with my humbled acquaintances. Goodbye. And I'll...
You bought a pitcher, didn't you?
No, just a single drink for myself. Pitcher's so
Okay.
expensive, Jesus.
It's a lot of drink.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll just nod my top hat and say farewell.
Alright.
So I'll actually go over here where the most people are, so I don't have to speak too loudly.
You also get 350 XP each for successful checks.
Right, I'll just pretty much relay all the information I got and say, do you want to go speak to Tick?
I mean, if he's here, shouldn't we?
Yeah, apparently he's in a bad mood, so I will buy them all a drink to try and make the conversation smoother. I recommend everybody else buying a drink for themselves if they can, because it'd be very weird if I just go out with a load of drinks and then you're all standing there with nothing in your hands. Can you afford drinks?
I don't think so.
Drinks are 5 gil each.
5 each, yeah, no way.
Ah, come on then, what do you all want?
I can buy my own.
What about you, Atlas?
I'll just have a gin. Me, please.
Just it for John.
I'll take just water.
Alright.
Water is free.
I figured.
So yeah, I got to the bar, order 3 beers, whatever it takes eating, drinking. A water, 2 gin me's.
I'll have a beer.
He'll say that since you're such a great guy, you'll just be 25 gil for the lot.
Oh, thank you, Cooper. I will ask sorry, how do you pronounce your character's name again?
Osa.
Oh, so.
Just imagine there's an O in front. Osa.
Oh, so.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, sir.
Leviosa.
Leviosa. Leviosa.
Well, I'll ask you if you could help me with the drinks and call Joseph and Atlas over to grab theirs.
Yeah, I'm gonna help you carry him.
And outside we go.
As you make your way with your drinks to the outside seating area, you will notice there is there's 2 Humes and 1 Bermetian, though they are kind of dotted around. There is a Hume laid against this wall here. There is a Bermetian kind of leaning against a table, and another Hume just sitting kind of slouched down in another chair towards the north. The outside seating area is open roof, so you can see up straight to the sky. However, it is flanked by building walls on each side and some small gaps where fencing has been put up to basically make this fully enclosed, though you could easily climb the fences if you wanted.
Is there anybody that looks in particular to be upset?
Sense motive. Joseph and Atlas, you can see that the Hume right next to the door is the one who is currently upset. And if anyone wants to investigate the area further, you can roll perceptions. Oh damn, the Moogle doing the work. Alright. Atlas, Remular, and Joseph. You'll notice that the Memetian has a long spear on his back. The Hume has a short sword and dagger, whereas the guy just on the southern side has a mace. You three also notice that each of these people have a cure potion on their belts each. You also identified their cure potions with your perceptions. And Remular and Joseph, you'll also see that there is some hidden gil. It's either hidden or it was left behind by past patrons in this corner over here.
Uh-huh.
As you enter into this outside seating area, these three give you a quick glance, but they just don't pay you too much mind besides that.
So that
Well, I'll sit
over there and just sitting on the ground, nobody's paying attention to it.
As far as you can tell, nobody cares about that gill over there.
I'll get on this table here and I'll wave the party over. And I'll say loud enough for the guys, like the three random standing over. Would you three fine fellows care for a drink, couple? And I'll just hold the drinks up.
I just start setting all the drinks I'm holding on the table. Except for my own.
Ew, re-rolling that. It's nasty. That's bad.
That's much better.
It's a good thing you've got luck points.
Not many more, but I've got luck points.
Joseph, are you taking up the gill?
I'm looking at it.
It's
Not
gill.
Not when there's these three here. God damn it. Let's get these three happy first.
I'll just lean up against this wall over here for now and sip my water.
You can tell that there is 200 gil there.
Oh boy.
And as you're calling over these other people, the Memetian will look at the group and nod his head towards the southern guy. Hey, Tick! Marnie boy sent out some fresh spaces. To which the Hume towards the north will say, Hey, Mick, just let him drink. It can get stuffy in that inn, especially with those louts from downtown. But before he's able to finish whatever he's saying, the human towards the south will say, Nick, shut your mouth. Your tongue will be the price to pay if you keep shouting about that. And with that, the trio will go a bit silent as they look over your party and the drinks you're offering. They look at the drinks in their own hands, kind of take a swig, but they don't really approach you.
When you suit yourself then, I'll just start drinking mine.
I am not interested in this skill.
Oh wow.
Are you trying to bluff yourself?
No, I'm trying to appear nonchalant, like I don't, that I didn't notice it or whatever.
As far as you can tell, these three do not care.
Okay.
I'll pick up one of the beers and go down to the guy here at the bottom. You know what, couple? My friendly start of the conversation didn't work out. So I thought I'd bring the drink to you. We're actually here trying to find your girlfriend, I believe, couple.
Roll me perception. Just him.
Ew.
You keeping that?
Yeah. Yeah, I ain't got many rerolls, I don't want to.
Alright. As you approach him, he'll, like, look down towards you. Got a bit with me? Or you hear about that icky business from the other night? I told Marnie it wait any of us.
No, first time we've been here, couple. We're on the lookout for Gathwing. Trying to find her, couple. And we believed you two were sweet on each other.
Roll me diplomacy. You keeping that?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were dating for around 3 weeks before she disappeared.
You don't know if there's anybody else in the picture.
What are you trying to say?
Did you have any competition, couple? Not like a strapping young fella like yourself would.
Roll me diplomacy.
Yeah.
Listen here, and before you say more stuff like that, just know I'm gonna make sure you won't be able to speak again. But I ain't too happy, because she's away for our 1 month anniversary. Just let you know, anniversaries don't come around if there's another man, especially with me involved. You also hear Mick kind of laugh as they're talking about this.
Your friend over there disagrees with you, couple. Finds it
Hey.
quite funny.
Mick, shut it! And Mick just continues to drink.
Right, well, we're trying to find her so you two can have your amazing 1 month anniversary, couple. Are you gonna slouch down here, or are you gonna try and help us, couple?
Passes that mug.
I'll hand him the drink.
What do you want to know?
So when was the last time you saw her, couple?
Roll me diplomacy. This guy has so many pages, I've got to find all the questions.
Yeah, I guess better.
Jesus Christ! Just not gonna have any combat ever.
Can I roll a perception as well to see if I see Joe's picking out my corner of my eye?
Yeah.
Like, I know that's there as well, so I'll be keeping an eye on it.
Yeah, you can roll perception.
Yeah, but everybody's distracted. Ah, damn.
You can see it before he even moves to pick it up that he's going to take it.
Precognition.
And I take it that's live hand is to just take the money on the floor.
Yeah.
Okay, you take the money that's on the floor.
I really hope this isn't just bad luck. That this is the only good rolls he'll have for like the next 50 plus sessions.
Oh no, it will be. It happened in every, even in the last campaign. I'd have a session of really good ones, and then the next one, I wouldn't get above a 5.
As soon as the combat happens. 1, 2, 1, 3, 7.
Okay, so as you ask him when he last saw Gethwin, you can see him get visibly angry. Like I told the coppers, what? I didn't do anything.
I'm not blaming you, Goofball. We're just trying to help find her. Can I sense motive as well, as he said
Yeah.
that?
You can sense motive anytime.
Can
Also,
I do
would-
that while I'm
yeah.
listening?
You can sense motive as well. You're close enough.
I probably am
I
not.
trust him.
90 on the sense motive. It's awesome.
Alright, Remula and Atlas, you're pretty sure that Tick is telling the truth. They had nothing to do with her disappearing.
Yeah, I'll sound very approving of his statement when I say, I believe you, don't worry, Kupo, and make him know that I'm on his side here.
What? Fine. Last we talked, she said she was going on a longer job for that thieves guild of hers, and that she'd return sooner than now.
So she's been with the thieves guilds for a while, then, Kupo.
What?
You said she was part of the thieves guild, Kupo?
No, I didn't.
You just did, Kupo. Have I gone deaf? You did actually say it, right?
Mick then pops up from over your shoulder. Yeah, Tick, you can't let that slip.
It's okay. Whatever we speak about here, Kupo will not leave this area. We just want to try find her. We don't want to get anyone here in trouble.
Roll me diplomacy.
That's the wrong check, but what's that roll? 11.
That's
So
11.
20.
You keeping that?
Yes.
Alright. Fine. Yeah, she was with the Thieves Guild. She was trying to get close to them for the money, hoping to buy her way out of that house of her parents. You know, going for rebellious phase, want to get out, want to do your own thing. She was bringing in quite a bit of money as well. She's paying for my drinks and meals after the second week of us dating. But that was a week before she disappeared. I just assumed she was still working on a job for the thieves.
Well, we also know that she worked with. She also worked with the reclaimers, didn't she, Cooper?
Diplomacy. You should just make a macro for diplomacy.
Yeah, let's re-roll that.
Alright.
Yeah.
Are you keeping that?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I will.
Yeah, I remember her talking about the reclaimers. Again, she's wanting just the money, you know. If you're wanting their address, I can give you it.
Thieves Guild, Cooper.
No, the reclaimers. I don't know what the Thieves Guild is.
Don't we already have the reclaimers?
You have the pass, which has the location as well.
Yeah. We've already got the location of that one.
Is he being truthful to saying he doesn't know where the Thieves Guild is?
He doesn't know where the Thieves Guild is.
Okay.
Do you know?
Well, if you already got the location, doesn't matter. But she was with the reclaimers before we even started dating. Nothing to do with me there. She was often a bit too scared to take on their jobs for set to 6, though. You know how it is, all the monsters. And he'll also tell you, she was adequately equipped to do it. She was quite good with her rapier, and she had rat magic to boot.
I wonder why her parents didn't tell us any of this.
Did you ask?
But probably been something that'll tell us, like. So did she say anything about this job for the Thieves Guild, Cooper? Or just that she has one?
She was doing a job for the Thieves Guild. She said it was going to be a longer one, but she should have returned way before now.
No starting location, no name of who she was working with, Cooper?
Well, I didn't like to talk about that kind of stuff.
I can't blame you. Did she have any frequent visitors here, Cooper, who may looked a bit out of place?
I didn't really pay much attention. Patrons are patrons.
Is there any patron who took a certain liking to your girlfriend, Cooper?
He then gets a very, egotistical smirk and then just points his thumb at his face.
I'm just like, I'm coughing, I need help, but I have no clue. I don't normally do the talking. That's other people. I'm lost here. I don't know what I should be asking. Anybody? No.
I'm still processing and typing and note taking.
So many notes.
He wouldn't have an idea of when she started working for the Thieves Guild, would she?
I'll ask him that. How long she been working for them?
His best assumption was 1 week before she went missing, because that's when she started paying for his meals and drinks.
You don't think they've got anything to do with this, do you, Kupo? I mean, it's very suspicious that she only worked with him a week and now she's gone.
Well, they're thieves. They normally steal items, not people.
I'm just gonna kind of like remind myself or like what the time is, because the guy at the bar said that the strange people that came in during her shift, and we're only 10 minutes away from her shift. So how long have we been talking for?
A few minutes. Her shift would have started by now, but her shift is very long.
Okay.
Do you know where she was going?
I'm just gonna like
On
peek
that
my head
last
through
job.
just to make sure no one else has like entered into the bar.
No one's entered.
I'll go sit back down.
Can everybody hear me?
Yeah.
You're-
What did you say?
Okay.
You just gotta speak up.
Sorry. Does he know where the last job she was doing takes place, or where it was supposed to be?
No.
Okay. Hi, baby girl.
You got a little baby in that coat, I see.
I'm lost, guys. I don't know what to ask.
I can't use them
Yeah. Hey, go see your mama, okay? Go see your mama.
Any more questions?
I'm looking back through my notes, seeing if I want to ask anything else.
Plenty of questions, but none of them are the right one.
Do you want to ask him about the icky business he was mentioning when you first came to him?
I can't remember what he said.
He basically said the icky
Just after
business.
the icky business.
Yeah.
So what's this icky business you've got going on, Kupo?
Diplomacy. That's the icky business.
Diplomatic work.
You keeping that? Alright.
Why are you getting such good rolls? I don't think you've had a below 10 that you haven't had to re-roll.
Well, he's had 3 bad rolls.
Yeah, but he just re-rolled them.
Yeah.
3 out of how many though?
You've had like 5 or 6 a day. But
No,
you've
no,
had
I mean,
so
like-
many. You've had so many good rolls.
That's what I'm saying. 3 out of how many good ones?
Oh, that was just a row between some of the customers about a week ago about some of theirs going missing. But we weren't around at the time. People just assumed it's us. But you asked me, it was some people from the Thieves Guild. They're asking where Gefwin had gone to.
But was it people within the Thieves Guild arguing with themselves, Kupo?
No, I think they were arguing with Moonwan, asking where Gefwin had gone to.
The Thieves Guild don't know. Go down.
Yeah, that was a week ago.
I'll ask Moonmar about that myself, Kupo.
Alright.
Has he mentioned whether the job she was supposed to be going on, whether it was a Thieves Guild job or whether it was a
Thieves
Reclaimer
Guild.
job?
Yeah.
Okay.
So she might not.
He said that Gefwin was too scared to take on many of the Reclaimers Guild because it has to go into Sector 6 for them.
So these other 2 drinks, do you want them, or do you want your friends to have them, Kupo?
Tick will then look over to his friends. Hey, these guys are fine. Take their drinks.
Take Nick.
I don't mean to be rude, Kupo, but I might have some more questions. Anything to help find Gethwin. But
Well, if you want any help, you're free to come round. You're a sight better than the cops.
well, thank you, Kupo. I'll tip my top hat and go see Moonma. anybody wants me to ask anything, just please let me know.
You'll get 300 experience for completing that scenario. And Remular, you will gain a hero point.
Woo.
Ooh, nice.
Because you got all of the questions correct, and you also avoided a fight.
Yeah. As Joseph walks in as well, I'll make sure I let everybody walk past me, and then I'll just whisper, so where's my share coupon?
Did he even pick it up?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He rolled really low on his, like,
8.
sleight of hand, and I got a crit on my perception to see him doing it.
While he was distracted. I'm not gonna lie to him or anything like that. I just look at him and I just say later.
Okay, cool, pal. Let's go jump on my stool again.
As you are moving back into this area, Moonwan will call you over to the bar.
Hello there, Cooper.
Hey, there were some rough-looking types in hoods here earlier while you were out back. Think they might have been from the Thieves Guild. Don't worry, I said enough when they asked about you lot.
How did I miss that?
You looked at the wrong time. But they heard you talking about him. Or through the walls, or some such. Keep an eye on your pockets and backs.
Well, thank you, Cooper.
Just empty my pockets a bit like I've already got one kill.
I'll just say, Tick mentioned you had a bit of trouble in here about a few weeks ago, Cooper.
Well, I always have trouble.
People apparently arguing about where Gethwin was. He believed
it was her friends. They were missing the food and drinks you were supplying.
Did they let anything slip? Say they was expecting to see her elsewhere?
No, they were just curious as to where Gethwin was. She used to serve him all the time.
Why does Tick think he's to blame for that, Cooper?
Oh, well, they were inside at the time. Got a bit heated. Wait, no, they weren't here. Why were they involved? Yeah,
Well,
that trio always get into trouble.
Yeah, they just think they're to blame for some reason, Cooper. That's why he's in a mood. That and Gethwin isn't around for his 1 month anniversary.
Yeah, wouldn't have thought Tick could say something like that. Joseph, that table was very nice, but it's now muddy now you stepped on top of it.
I'm not trying. I'm just trying to like peek my head around from, I guess, over here.
You trying to look outside the window?
Yeah, looking for anybody who might be particularly interested and who might be coming and going from the front of the establishment.
I'll just say I'm assuming the people who asked about us are outside as well.
Nah, they left. I didn't tell you guys we're here.
I appreciate that, Cooper. And with that, I'll just put 10 gil on this counter. Well, can I roll sense motive to see if you're just telling me the truth here?
Yeah. Keeping that.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the dude loves you. I don't think he'd lie.
You're pretty sure he's telling the truth and that he is friendly towards you.
Yeah. I'll just put the 10 gil and say thank you for keeping our identity down, Cooper.
Anything for a good customer.
When do they normally come around asking for their payment, Cooper? Me and my friends could always nip in and make sure they don't take too much.
No, it's always 5%. They're very organised.
Are you okay with this, Cooper? Keeps you...
Hey, whatever keeps my mokes on the table.
If you need anything, Kubo, I'll just give him my address, wherever the hell my address is in this town. I'll work it out later. I just tell him to send me a letter if he ever needs me.
Catch you around, Remy.
See you later, Moon. Alright, I'll warn the party of the Thieves Guild looking for us. But I'll also say I have no clue what to do next.
You can either head to the Reclaimers Guild or try and find the location of the Thieves Guild.
I have a feeling the thieves will find us before we find them.
Yeah,
So
they're
that's just a
already
matter
looking.
of-
They're already
Yeah.
looking for us. They'll find us eventually.
Well, do you want to speak to anyone in here, seeing if they may have overheard them as they walked in?
I mean,
We get that
you seem to
friendly
be friendly with the guy down there, Kubo.
Completely ignored him.
Well, buy him a drink and get friendly.
With what money?
I'll give you 5 gil to buy him the gayest cocktail they got.
I am not buying the guy a drink.
It's for the greater good, Kubo.
You can speak to him without buying a drink.
Well, go speak to him then, Kubo.
Just
the
kind of
way,
stretches and then like does a big sigh and then walks over. Hey there.
By the way,
Everyone
since
can
we're
roll me perception.
working- Since we're all working together, I'm gonna ask my companions where they're staying.
Well, I rolled a 9, so Asa is anyone who doesn't see this.
Of course.
Atlas. Osa, sorry. I've been saying Osa in my head so many times. So Osa doesn't see this. Atlas, as you approach this table, you will notice, as you get closer, this man has a dagger hidden in his left hand under the table. And he visibly tenses on it as you approach.
I'll kind of like slip, like just kind of like slide back slightly. And just be like, I saw you were glancing over at me earlier. The name's Atlas.
It's a nice name, Atlas. What are you coming to the table for?
Well,
Can you
We,
take
uh,
all this out of please?
overheard some information earlier that some shady-looking people were coming in earlier. Wondering if you knew who they were or where they're coming from.
Oh yeah, I saw him come in, but come closer. I don't want to shout it out.
Before I come a bit closer, I can kind of see that you're tensing onto something under the table.
Oh, for God's sake.
Ah,
I was like just
The innuendos
extremely
are started
confused
in
that
session
everything
one.
is going on. She doesn't know about the dagger. What's going on?
I never mentioned a dagger. I just mentioned he's tensing under something under the table.
Yeah, that's why she's so confused.
Leave the bedroom, please.
So, how about you either put it away or let it go before I come on closer?
Kylia, you and Patrick need to leave, please.
Yeah, you really want to leave, children. You don't want to listen to this.
They can't hear you guys.
okay, good, because I was about to start swearing.
No, I've got headphones on.
Okay.
Well, the fact that you're about to swear, I might just take another 10 foot back.
Tensing on what?
I'll kind of just like point to what's in his hand. Left hand.
Oh, no, I was just getting ready to cut my food. He then places the dagger on the table.
And I'll come a bit closer then. So, you don't happen to know
but-
anything, do you?
Both Remy and Joseph, you know this guy is very, we'll say angry, and has a lot of hatred for Atlas. Atlas, as you approach, the man will get up quickly from his chair and throw a right hook in your direction.
Great. Do I not get a reflex or anything?
Jesus!
Alright, I guess not. I'm just knocked square out on the floor.
Let's see if this confirms.
Why
Where's
does
your
this-
AC?
Why does this happen every game? I got knocked out in like the first couple of sessions in the last campaign.
Reason kind of
My AC ain't gonna be that high. 10.
11. Oh wow.
10, okay. At least this isn't a lot of damage.
It's gonna be a lot of. It's gonna knock me square out. Yeah.
That actually does
actually knocks me
knock you
square
out.
It knocks me out.
Oh.
This is non-lethal, by the way,
Yeah.
because these two are not.
Just
So
knocked
as
out
you
on the
get
floor.
closer, this man stands up and brings over his right fist as he contacts it straight with the side of your cheek. Everyone can hear slight crunching as it happens, as Atlas falls straight onto his back with his legs comically going high into the sky. As the guy looks over the Elvan on the floor, he as you land, he just kind of spit on you. Duh! Damn fucking Elvan! Get out of our city! At this, his compatriots also stand up from the table, grabbing onto their other weapons.
Yeah, also standing up and
Yeah.
gonna walk over immediately.
I just pull out my deck of cards and say, "Do you want to see a magic trick, Poopo?" As a step back.
I just draw my weapon for now.
As they see you all drawing weapons and getting closer, they'll also draw theirs. What's it to you? You Elvan lovers?
I looked back to Moonmar and say, "I apologize. I'll pay for any damage." And then wink at him.
As long as there's no killing. Mind the tables.
Right. Don't break the tables and don't kill. Just knock them out.
The no killing part is on them.
So what's it gonna be? We walk it out?
You three are, yeah.
Intimidate.
Roll me intimidation.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What?
And I ate it.
Oh, yeah, please let somebody else.
You said,
Osa can roll it, Remulak can aid.
There's my head.
I'm going to assist if I can.
Oh my god.
oh, look, there you go.
Good at
Joseph will do it.
If only you were doing it.
Yeah, I did say I was going to assist.
Okay, that'll be
I
15.
successfully assist.
So, seeing the very strongly built Burmesian, the group will start backing away out the door. Keep that Elvan out of the city.
And with that, I'll curtsy to the rest of the people in the bar. I'll like take my hat off, and bow.
They don't seem to be interested in what happens.
I don't care. Moonman, have you got a glass of water? Cuppa.
Yeah, here you go.
Thank you. I throw it on Atlas's face. Wake up!
You'll wake up, Atlas.
Shh. Kylie,
So what would my health actually be right now?
Your health is 6, you just have 5 non-lethal now.
Oh, okay.
So if any more non-lethal hits you, you're on call again.
Did you just take away from your AC? Yes, you did. You gave yourself a -5 to your AC.
It's all good. Atlas will kind of just like spit blood on the floor. Well, not on the floor, into like his hand. And just be like, it's fine. Used to it by now. And then he'll kind of just like proceed to
So-
continue getting up and then sit down on the bench.
I believe we need to be going to the reclaimers now, then, Kubo.
Yeah, we should probably not be here.
How far away is it?
In the next district.
No, it's not. It's in this district.
I thought it was in District 2.
You're in District
Yeah.
2.
Oh.
Yeah,
Right.
we're still in District 2. Oh god.
Districts and sectors and everything's confusing.
Yeah. I thought it was in Sector 2, not District 2, but yeah.
You're in Sector 1, District 2.
So it's over here somewhere, I'm assuming.
It is to the northeast of you. About a mile away, so 20-minute walk.
Alright.
And before you walk to there, we shall take our break here.
Yep.
I haven't got a break time screen. It only just occurred into my head.
Right, we're back.
I shall also be right back.
Everything's unmuted. We're good to go.
But is it though?
It is.
Going to full screen. Okay. So is everyone heading to the Reclaimers Guild, or do you want to try and find information on the Thieves Guild?
I think we're just going for the Reclaimers.
Yeah. If the thieves want to find us, they'll find us before we even find them.
Yeah. It's just easier to wait for them to come to us.
Alright.
As we're walking, Elsa approaches us. Kind of, does that kind of thing happen often?
Wait, what? Was that to me?
Yeah.
It's not uncommon.
Why?
Just don't think we're typically very loved around here. We kind of keep ourselves to ourselves.
You could also roll a knowledge history.
And then I can also give you a whole history background if you'd like it. Except I can't.
Yeah, I also start rolling any knowledges anytime soon.
But as me as a person, yes, it's happened quite a lot.
It's just you. They called you out by name, right?
Yeah.
No, they didn't. They called you an Elvar.
I know. But I'm saying it's happened to me a lot.
Is that the end of the conversation?
Unless they have any more questions.
Also just looks very like kind of sullen and just contemplating stuff.
You should hit him in the left side to even him out.
Nah.
Alright. As you head towards the northwest end of District 2, approximately 20 minutes from the inn, you will notice the district keeping a very clean style, yet somewhat dark due to the colour scheme taken on by the red brick buildings and slate cobblestone path. Every so often, flying by with a hand tightly gripped on a letter and a messenger bag flapping by its side, or vanguards having strength competitions with one another by the sides of the street. Finally reaching the guild, the players may be shocked to see how large the building is, around 3 times that of a normal house within a district, just a bit bigger than the Carver household. The building itself is of a lighter grey brick, light brown framed windows, and a large chimney letting out puffs of smoke. Looking over the building will allow yet another Moogle to come from the building itself, another letter in its hand. Joseph steals the letter.
Wait, what? No.
I'll go up. I'm assuming there's guards at the front of the door or building door or something.
No.
No? I'd go up and go in then. Knock on the door, actually. I don't know. Do I see anybody going in and out of the building as we're getting closer?
The Moogle I just said did.
Yeah, but that was like top window, wasn't it?
No, that's the front door.
Alright, yeah, we'll just go in the front door then.
I want to talk to someone, but not a Moogle. Ew.
We're at the Reclaimer's office now.
Yes.
Yeah, alright.
So you ignore the Moogle after wanting someone to talk to, and you go inside?
Yes.
Okay. The Moogle feels left out, but he doesn't take it too personally. And you can just enter, because it's just a public building. It's basically an adventuring hub for people to go inside, pick up a quest, and leave. And as you enter the building, you will be met with a huge entrance hall with red leather seats on the side walls, postboards on the walls themselves, a redwood floor, and light red wallpaper walls. It's a lot of red. Several races can be seen walking about, conversing, and handing over documents. The many do not seem the fighting type. After glancing over the building, the party is stopped, besides Joseph, by a rather large Ronso with red fur and black circle painted horns. Everyone can make perception. Okay, everyone can notice, even Osa can notice. You'll all notice that this man has a name tag, and it reads Turok Nightlander. And Joseph will also notice that he is quite built, even for a Ronso, and has a long sword on one hip, mace on the other, alongside a spear strapped onto his back, alongside 3 potions of unknown contents on his belt, covered up with straps of leather so you cannot identify what they are. The Ronso will put out his hand in a stopping motion to the party, though he doesn't really seem to pay much mind to Joseph, and he addresses the party with a calm yet harshly in a low voice. You are no here, good for fighting. Why do you come to the Reclaimers?
We're looking for a missing girl, Kupo, and we have information she spent a bit of time here. As I'm probably really hurting my neck looking up to this guy.
Plenty of females are here, but you are not a Reclaimer.
I'll show him the pass. I got this.
I also bring out my personal pass.
He's not paying any attention to you, Joseph. He's just stopping the other 3.
Right, but I'm also like they're with me kind of thing.
As he sees the pass that Remilar shows, he will be a bit more calmer in his demeanor. Very well, friends of the moon. You are new, so you must go to Leader Ginbop for rules, regulations, and information. You are in luck. He is free. Go up the stairs and go to the 3rd room on the left.
Thank you, Kupo, and sorry for any inconvenience. And I will tilt my top hat at him as I'm walking away.
Anyone can also, if anyone has ranks in it, you can also roll knowledge geography to learn a bit about the Ronso. I don't even know if anyone took knowledge geography.
No,
Not
but
me.
I got a high intelligence. You can take knowledge untrained, right?
Don't think so.
I think you can take a general intelligence. I can double check.
Well, that's all it's gonna be. Like, if it's untrained, it's just a knowledge check or intelligence check.
You can take a knowledge check on trend, it's just it caps somewhere with the result.
You cannot make untrained knowledge checks of DC of 10 or higher. Or higher than 10. This is higher than 10.
Okay.
So if nobody has ranks in it, nobody can learn anything about Red Ronsos.
You ain't from around here.
He is not, but it's not a local check.
That's all I get.
Alright. I take it you're all going in the direction he told you to go?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so you all go up the stairs and towards Gidmot's room. The building continues its decor up the stairs through, though the boards are instead replaced with old paintings behind glass panes on the walls. Every 30 feet or so, you will notice a guard standing on watch over the building and its contents, with 2 either side of the door to Gidmot's room. Upon reaching the door, the guards will ask that you leave all weapons and magical reagents with them before anyone is allowed entrance.
Even with our Is this normal for them to?
This is
ask
normal
that?
for reclaimers, yes.
I'll take off my rapier.
I don't have any weapons to their
Hang it
knowledge.
up on the door somewhere.
I hand them my axe.
Alright, everyone hands over anything that would be considered a weapon. Cards are not a weapon. Actually, I think your cards are steel, aren't they?
Yeah, they're made of metal, but would they check in the deck?
Now that is a question. Does it note on the gambler if it's easier to hide? Because this would probably be common knowledge that people can use these cards as a weapon, since it's a whole class.
Throwing
Yeah, I'll say that they'll be counted as weapons, so you'd have to take those off as well. Or hide them if you feel you're able to.
How is it you hide them?
Sleight of hand check, and they're a small weapon, so you get +4.
Yeah, I'll try to. No, that's without the +4 for being small weapon.
It's fine. My weapon's just in the astral plane, floating amongst the cosmos somewhere.
Yeah, they have no idea that you're an astrologian. Alright, so you all take off your weapons as Remila hides his deck of cards. And they allow you to enter. And with your 29, they're never going to see those cards.
Cool.
Entering into a rather large room, you will all notice that it contains even more reacquired treasures from Sector 6, from books and tomes to weapons and materia. All these treasures are locked behind glass boxes and displays. The far end of the room also has a built-in bookshelf full to the brim with books, both old and new, some looking like they were recently read. Sat at a desk in front of the bookshelf is a large Sikh who is currently reading over some documents with reading glasses. In his left hand are 2 copper balls attached by a string to which he is clacking back and forth, wrapping and twirling around his fingers. The fidgeting Sikh hears and sees you enter, yet continues to read his documents.
Hello there, Cooper. We were informed, as it's our first time here, that we need to come see you about the rules. I'll also show him my document.
As he hears you talking to him, he'll put down the documents, but continue to fidget with the copper ball toy. In an old, gruff voice, the man will address you as a group. Welcome, welcome. I would ask you to sit, but it appears you are here on urgent business. All that armor and such. I also have a lack of chairs for you all. So, yes, hello. I am Gin Mopteller. You may call me Gin if that suits your tongue better. Are you here to apply, requisition an expedition, or make a purchase?
None of the above, Cooper. We're here on the... Well, we're trying to find a missing girl, Cooper, called Catherine. We was told she came around here quite a lot.
Ah, the Carver girl. Quite eager. Bit nimble on her feet. Probably why she picked up to the rapier. Yes, she was working for us. Promising red mage, that one. I let her read my books, so she learnt some good spells ahead of the curve. Helped out with some healing and improvements to my workers. Sadly, she has not returned from her first mission in Sector 6. He then kind of looks over your party, kind of nodding over to Joseph. I would send a rescue squad, but these things happen sometimes. Either she took the loot and ran, or the place she was sent was too dangerous. It cannot be confirmed. We have more levers than most professions, you see. The loot can sometimes be too good.
Well, we're kind of on a quest to find her, Cooper. Her parents have put out a help poster, wanted poster, whatever this poster is, I'll show him. Would you mind telling us where she was sent off to, Cooper?
Roll me diplomacy.
The +4, because it's these.
Are you keeping the 24?
Yeah.
And asking for the location, he will mark it on your map. And he will say that Gefwin was sent there on the job to find a holy relic from a building.
Well, I appreciate it, Cooper.
The pay for that particular quest was 1,800 gil.
If we find the holy relic and she's not there, we'll be sure to bring it back, Cooper.
You'd have to join the guild for that.
How does one do that, Cooper?
I show him my paper.
Yeah, I know you're part of the guild. We've already talked.
Oh, that was somebody else, though, wasn't it?
You've probably been here throughout your travels and guild work.
Oh, okay.
I have to go back up. Give me a second.
'Cause
Too much stuff.
This is the
This is Sector 1,
Two.
but you would go through all the different ones for different jobs.
oh, okay.
Well, currently there are no openings, but we have some freelance work if you're interested. You can accept the freelance work. You don't need to be a part of that for, well, taking the jobs.
I mean,
Recently got another job if you want to take that.
if we're going in that general direction, I don't see why not, Cooper. Well,
Good. We're wanting someone to recover an orb from a destroyed magic school in District 6. If it's returned without being used or opened, you'll be rewarded 1,800 gil.
not bad. I'll look to the rest of the group and say, would you approve of taking this quest, Cooper?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I need details.
Sure. We're going there anyway.
Have you got an image or details of this particular orb, Cooper?
Roll me diplomacy.
I'm going to aid.
You can't aid diplomacy.
Oh, you can't?
21. Yeah, I'll keep 21.
At least not in this situation. You keeping 21?
Yeah, I don't have many rerolls, so it's like all above a 20 I'm going to keep.
Alright, he'll give you a brief description of the orb and say it is rather old technology that contains the knowledge, exams, and answers by the previous lecturers of the school.
Would you be able to tell us what to expect in these certain areas, or is it a random mix of monsters, Cooper?
Well, the dead sectors are always filled to the brim with monsters, but it being a magic school, they probably have some magical beasts there.
How fun.
Do you have any maps of the area?
What she said, Cooper.
Yes, your acquaintance there should have a map of the general area.
Indeed.
That makes it easier as well. How long ago did... God damn it, I can never remember her name, even though I've said it about 50 times. Gethwin, God damn it, yeah. How long ago did Gethwin head out on this mission, Cooper?
Give me a second.
While he's getting that information, I'll pull out my map that I have of Sector 6 that's got all the places that I've visited and a little bit more detailed than the city map, and see if he can point us to the right area for where we're supposed to be going.
There, I've already marked it on the map.
Okay.
He will tell you that Gethwin joined the Reclaimers Guild 2 months ago, but for that particular quest, she was given it around 3 weeks ago. though people don't always go straight away. They sometimes give a day or two to themselves to prepare for going into the dead sector.
It works out about the right time. So, I'll say thank you for the information and this quest, Kubo.
No more questions?
Probably, but I can't think of any.
He did make a note if you came here to buy anything.
We don't have no money.
Yeah, it's fine. If you don't have any money, you can't buy anything.
But we have
some money out.
Yeah, we have a couple hundred, but
Sure.
Can anyone think of what they want to buy? Any healing potions, actually?
Yeah, I
That'd be
think
nice.
we should probably buy some healing potions.
He shall let you know. He has plenty of wands of spells of first level. He is also carrying 12 expired cure potions that he's willing to sell at 50 gil a vial.
What's so bad about expired?
They're 1d8 plus 1 instead of 1d8 plus 5.
Yeah, might as well take them. Better than nothing.
At 50 gil a piece, does that include my treasure hunter trait of 5% off? Would that be something I could apply this to?
Yes.
Okay. So 40. No, 49.
Wait, isn't your trait for selling, not buying?
It might be. Let me double check.
It's pretty sure that was for selling only.
Well, I have a bonus to my
I think you're
diplomacy,
right.
so...
Where is...
How much
This
skill
guy-
did you pick?
This guy looks like he could be diplomatized, since these are
Yeah.
kind of like hand-me-down stuff.
How much skill did you pick up? From the bar?
200 about. I didn't actually count it, but that's what it appeared to be. I haven't
Yeah.
counted it.
It was 200.
Would you be able to sell 5 for 200 kupo? And then I'll just do this. So, plus 6 to that.
He will drop the price of the potions to 40 gil each. So you can buy 5 for 200.
Yeah.
Perfect. And I'll just hand over the bag that I found. Or that we found and I picked up.
Yeah. And then I'll hand a potion out to everybody, and who thinks they would be best with this extra potion?
Who's got the best mobility? Average mobility.
I mean, at this point, everyone's pretty much got the same mobility.
Yeah. Who are the casters? Who does not do melee?
I'm the only caster.
I'm not great with melee. I'll just take it
I'm
then.
only melee.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody
Oh,
who's not
yeah.
melee.
We're
can
not
take
doing
it
the
that way if
whole
we-
you can't throw it, can you?
You can't throw it because these are ingested.
Yeah,
So it's
but
probably
it's-
better
it's-
for a melee to have it then.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if we're unconscious, then it'd be better for somebody who's not melee to be able to,
We can
stroll
just
up and just
take
shove
it
it down your throat.
You can just take it off you.
That's true.
Yeah. Plus, I've got a cure spell as well, so.
Give it to the frontline fighter then.
Yep. There you go. Oh, how do you pronounce your name again, G?
Osa.
Awesome.
Osa.
Osa.
Just change the A for an O.
There you go. So you get 2 of these then.
Usa.
Okay. I'll try to remember I have them.
Well, thank you for the potions. Thank you for the quest. And I bid you farewell, Cabal.
Just 1 second. Before you head out, he will let you know that if you take the orb and don't give it back, you will become implisted in the guild.
Meaning what?
Listed.
So we can't take quests and...
You can roll knowledge local. If you
I
have a
would
rank.
probably actually-
Or Joseph can also just roll it, even without a rank.
Yeah, I'll just let them know. Basically, I'm assuming it just means you're not going to be able to take jobs, and it's like being blacklisted.
Well, I assure you, we plan on bringing anything. Well, we plan on bringing the orb back. Well,
I mean, what Joseph said is pretty much on point. Being imp listed, basically the guild don't like imps, so when you're imp listed, it means they don't trust you.
right then. I bid you farewell.
No more questions?
Anybody? We've been getting experience for asking all the questions and stuff, so it might be something else. I'm just really dumb.
So
Well,
we're
I have
going out for an
I have a question, but I don't know if I should ask it. It's about the Thieves Guild. Yeah, I'm not gonna ask. Never mind.
Go on. It's a business.
Oh,
Do
just have you had any run-ins with the Thieves Guild, Cabal?
Roll me
Maybe
diplomacy.
trying
specifically the Broken Dagger Guild.
So plus 4 to that.
Jesus.
It's 33.
Well, after asking about the Thieves Guild, Ginmop will definitely become a bit flustered and ask you to not talk about such things. However, he will let you know he pays the guild 5% each month to keep them and his business safe from theft. And he will also reveal that the Thieves Guild became a lot nicer about 3 weeks ago.
What do you mean by nicer? Like more lenient, less active?
Maybe they became
Yeah,
more
they-
lenient because
They
Thingy joined.
they sent less collectors and they gave us a few days to pay it over.
maybe
Interesting.
when I can never remember her name.
Gethwin.
Gethwin, that was it. Maybe when she started.
It seems like it's right about the time that she was supposed to go take that job. So maybe she came back with something and then gave it to them instead of to the guild or to the freaking reclaimers.
Well, best going off the only lead we have and check out Sector 6.
Sure.
But before we do that, I think we should let our parents know what we found out so far. I mean, we have a general location of where she might be.
You currently don't have anything substantial to go back to the carvers with.
Oh, right. So you need like a strand of a hair or something like that.
No, I'll let you know when you can go back.
Do we? What time is it right now? Probably getting pretty late.
No.
No, it's only 2:30.
Okay.
So...
You sure you don't want to find the Thieves Guild before leaving?
So I feel like they'd probably find us before we find them.
Well, I can make an attempt.
Sure.
Knowledge local for that, or
No, it wouldn't be knowledge local. That's not something locals would know. You'd have to do diplomacy to gather information.
okay, which I can do.
Yeah, I'll do that as well then.
It would take 1d4 hours.
Well, no. Yeah, Jesus.
Oof, nope.
$2 hours.
Well, everyone needs to roll it because everyone's doing it differently.
Ah, there's always one. There's always two. There's always 3.
Jeez.
It's got to roll lower on the diplomacy, so they have a harder time.
Wait, why is mine so different from your guys'?
We'll reconvene somewhere. We'll say where, and then we'll meet up there.
How
Alright, so
about-
4 hours will pass.
Probably meet at the train station that we got off of.
Yeah.
That's somewhere we all know where it is. So what's Atlas doing in the 2 hours extra that he has?
Okay, so Remilar, you will find that some people have said the Thieves Guild operates within District 1 of Sector 1 here, and you have been told of a location by the name of Greight's Hook. And you'll gain 150 XP for talking with Ginmop.
In the 2 hours I'm waiting for everybody else, I'll do what I did earlier. So I'll look for any cheating in games, prove them, cause a fight, try and steal a bit of money. Take from the cheaters who don't deserve it.
You're going to be Robin Hood then and give it back to the poor.
Actually,
Yeah,
yes.
Himself is
Technically, yeah,
poor.
but also the family I'm looking after for, but you don't know that, so... Yeah,
For
I
my
am.
backstory,
Yeah.
you don't notice anything that you could wheedle your way inside of.
Aye.
And you'll make yourselves back up at the train station that you started at.
Just tell them what I found.
I
Is
shall
it-
also add Great Hook onto the map.
Is it 900 in total or is it 850?
900 in
Okay,
total.
I missed 50 then somewhere.
That's why I was posting it and making sure we all had the same numbers.
So you know that Greight's Hook is over here. It will be faster to take the train.
Okay.
Let's get
The
the
train,
then.
the train will only take you 45 minutes to get there.
How much does it cost?
You currently have a all district and all sector pass, which lasts for the day.
Alright. Do you want to go there then, or do you want to go Texas 6? The choice is yours.
We should start with the thieves.
Well, now it's going to be 6 p.m. or so.
It's 6:30, says on the map.
Yeah. Am I just not seeing that?
Says on the map right there.
Oh, there it is. I see.
So do you all head onto the train and go to Greight's Hook?
Yeah.
Yeah, might as well get some more information before we head out tomorrow for our little adventure into Sector 6.
Remilo would most likely want it tomorrow since he have his luck points back.
Yeah.
To the Thieves Guild, supposedly.
And as you move between the two districts via the train, you will see the vast difference in wealth, upkeep, and lore as you get further to the outermost wall. With the first district having less police, sheath guards, and more low-life looking citizens. Overall, the colour of the district is more green, with grass peeking up from the slate cobblestone path, and greenish wood framed windows or benches that line the streets. The buildings are also more wooden in nature, with very few houses having any stonework in them. Moving closer to the meatery, you will notice the large window pane that looks inside, showing off the fresh meat on display, either in cases or hooks. As you look at the building or through the window, a kobold will come pouncing out of the door with a string-tied box of a new purchase.
Do meat good here, Cobble?
Ah, greeting, Longlegs. You coming for the best eat this side of the wall? I can't wait to dive into this chocofy.
Did he just call them Moogle Longlegs?
I think so.
What?
He's addressing you as the party since you're a group. Also, this kobold could be the same height or shorter than you.
That's right, Cobble. We've been told it's the best around.
Yep, I did say that, yeah. This side of the wall.
What do you recommend, Cobble?
The chocobo meat. If you don't mind some stringy parts.
I'm just gonna have a general look around.
Yeah. Thank you, Cobble. I really noticed that.
See ya.
Bye.
In particular, I'm gonna see if I can find any more
A broken dagger.
dagger symbols.
Neither of you see any broken dagger symbols.
As I'm looking around, do I see anybody that's eyeing us, or?
No one in particular, no.
Alright, I'll go in.
Alright, you enter into the eatery, which... It's not eatery, it's a meatery. There's a missing M. The meatery is mostly of a light design, with cream wallpaper, shiny glass displays for their meat, and a white stone slab floor. The pursing man on the counter is a Bangar wearing a mostly clean apron, with only a few dashes of blood. And you may all roll perception.
Oh, God.
What?
Here come the low rolls.
There we go.
Not for me.
Alright, Atlas, you can notice on the other side the cutlery on the side of the counter, and it ranges from normal chef's knives to cleavers and a seemingly large cleaver, possibly used as a weapon against thieves.
I'll point it out to the rest of the party.
Okay, the meat cleaver has a lot of meat. Cleavers.
As the Vanguard notices you talking amongst yourselves and pointing out his butchering knives, he'll look over the counter.
Welcome. You smell new. So I shall greet you to Gaites. We smell meat, buy cattle, and even give a few recipes with what to cook our produce with. What are you in the market for?
Is there any other customers in the stars? It just us and him.
Not currently, it's just your group.
Okay. We ain't got much time, Cobble, so we're just looking for the feed skills.
What?
I love how straight you are.
I'm saying it politely, and then a few other words thrown in there with the diplomacy check, but...
Ah, yes. I've heard about your party for the walls. They're expecting you.
Well, that's easy enough, Cobble.
Where are they waiting for us?
Well, I'll let you know if our conversation is over.
I'm assuming you work with them, Kupo? Or are you just like the doorman?
I sell the meat.
Do you have any jerky or dried meats?
We have several cuts of bat, chocobo, garula, garuda, and we even have some flan jelly rock pies.
I don't think I've ever had Garuda before. How much for, say, a pound of Garuda?
A pound of garuda? I'll sell you it for 2 gil.
Done.
He kind of makes the Garuda into a parcel with paper and hands you it.
Okay. That should last me for a while.
And if you want to know, a Garuda is kind of like a it's just a very large bird.
I'll just ask him. So, do you know of Gethwing, Kupo?
Ain't ever heard of that kind of meat.
Not quite a meat cup, but it's a 19-year-old human, Kupo.
We don't serve that here.
Has she been around looking to buy or do business with your friends, Kupo?
I don't keep a track of everyone.
She looks like this, Kupo, and I'll show the picture.
Not aged enough. I mean, never seen her.
If I smell the air, does anything smell rotten?
Nothing smells rotten. All the meat smells fresh.
Okay.
So, where can we find the Field Guild then, Kupo?
I shall show you to the door.
I like how none of you ever asked his name. He goes and shuts the front door and then unlocks what you assume to be the storage room.
You can go down the stairs, and you'll find your friends down there.
Let's go!
You've also not been staying Kupo.
Kupo, let's go!
Alright. As you go down the side door, you will enter into the Thieves Guild.
Why is the Field Guild always in some back alley butchers or something? Why can't it just be like in a library? There's so much. There's a
This
lot
isn't
less
back alley. This
predictable.
is an actual butcher's shop.
Yeah, but why is it always in something like a butcher shop or a merchant's place? Why can't it just be in like a library? You're never gonna go to the library and think, "Ooh, Thieves Guild."
And you'll gain 1200 XP for gaining entrance.
Ding.
If you had failed, there was another 10 pages of things to do.
Damn.
Damn.
Would
Nice.
you like to
Level
level
up.
up now? Yeah, would you like to level up now or after the session?
It's easy enough to do it now.
No, I was gonna say mine's quite easy to do.
Alright, I shall give you a few moments to level up then. And I shall be right back.
Roll the 3 on my health. Oh yeah. I can't remember whether that stuff is though. Yeah, I've got evasion now.
Nice. I love how I'm doing nothing. I'm just getting all this XP.
I was literally thinking the same thing. Don't worry.
Oh, damn.
I love
Hey.
playing a fighter in this kind of scenario.
It's weird not playing a fighter in this scenario. I normally don't stay out. But
I love being the dumb one for a while. Yeah, I don't have to attack you guys if we ever fight.
Next level is 5k, yes? How do I add a level?
It's on your car. Just above where it says hit points and stuff. It's like, yeah, class name, level.
Okay, classes and levels. How do
Yeah,
I
so-
add another one?
Turn that 1 into a 3.
You mean a 2?
Turn that, yeah, a 2. Good. But it's because I had a 2 on mine, so it's like 1 above what I've got. But
Oh, okay, so it's not gonna individually tell me. Oh, there we go. Oh, I could do that. No, I'm gonna do it like that. Just so that I can.
I do love this class. And now we get an even bigger initiative start roll.
Initiative is always fun.
Yep, I just got a +4 to my initiative now.
Just from your class.
Yep, just from that level up. Instead of using my dex as the ability score for my initiative, I now use my wisdom.
Sounds like monk.
Yeah.
From 3.5. Oh, okay, that's why. I'm gonna have to remember. when I'm doing this. So I don't screw it up. There. Alright, I also get evasion and a thief threat.
Get your skill points.
I've already done my skill points. I'm only doing my spells and I'm done.
What's the XP for next level?
5k.
Thank you.
I'm back.
Hi.
Also, yeah, there is the macro still there. Don't know why it's not. Oh yeah, you're level 2, that's why.
I believe I am done.
Nice to see the melee get the lowest health roll, but the thief get the highest.
I maxed it out.
It'll be fine.
5 more, jeez.
Aiden, where's my... You did my luck pool, where is it? Is it just the blue bar on my token, or did you actually make an area for it?
It auto-calculates for you. It's in the custom. It's the custom for A, I think it's called. But I've already made it so it auto-calculates me level up. It should do.
I see not in my custom. Alright, yeah, there we go.
Okay, let's.
I just got your favourite thing here.
Evasion?
Yeah, ready.
Fuck off.
Wow.
Rude.
I also have evasion.
Yeah, but I like you, Entro.
Oh, okay.
What did I wrong?
I almost had access to evasion. But it was taken away from Berserker.
Thief talent.
I also now have a mount.
Ooh. Did you get it from your class, or you just buy one?
No, I can summon one.
Oh, nice. Don't you
Lasts
have
for
to
2 hours.
expend- Oh, okay. That's
It's not. Yeah, it's not like a permanent mount. There you go. My level up's done.
I just need to add in evasion in my thief talent, but that's just me typing basically. So I don't think it's gonna affect gameplay. Continue.
What are you saying, Entro?
Sorry, I'm kind of mumbling. I said I've got my I've got to do evasion and my thief talent, but that shouldn't affect gameplay if we continue right now.
I'm pretty sure I'm done too.
I'm all good.
Great, I've just taken Ransom and Dwarven for my next 2 languages.
So it sounds like everyone's good to continue.
Yeah.
Here we are. Okay. The group shall find themselves within a long, straight staircase downwards, lit by a few iron torches set within magical sconces, allowing them to cast light without being near a user. The staircase leads down, making a light tap noise as the characters walk on its slate stone surface. Heading down for around 50 feet will lead the characters into a long hallway with brown bricked walls, slate cobblestone flooring, and a long red carpet placed within its centre. The walls have a few iron torches set within sconces, lighting up both the hall and the paintings lining the walls, mostly depicting balls, dinner events, and social gatherings. Following the hallway, the group will find a large door on your right, which grand oaken frame sits nicely within the wall. As far as you can tell, the door is unlocked as it has no keyhole.
I assume we're going in?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Would there be traps or anything like that?
Check first. Check. That should be plus half my level for traps, which is 8, because I rolled a 1.
You see all of the traps, which are 0.
Okay. Looks clear to me.
Actually, that's a trap. Oh wait, no, it's your hand.
My hand was a trap the whole time. Must have been a mimic.
Are you entering?
Yep.
I guess.
Alright. Opening the door will show you all a large office with 3 bookshelves placed against both southern and northern walls, standing at around 15 feet tall and wide. Above those is seemingly another floor, as you can see wooden banisters and walkways, though they are too dark to make much note of. And does anyone in the party have low light vision?
Yeah, buddy.
I have dark vision, I think.
Can't remember where I find it. Low light, yeah.
It's in visions. Okay, if anyone has low light vision, you can roll perception. Dark vision does not help.
Unless you have both.
God's sake.
Yeah.
Whoa!
You keeping that?
Nah, let's reroll it. Yeah, buddy.
Oh wait, no, sorry. I'm not reading far enough ahead. Dark vision, you can also roll. Actually, it's
Yay.
easier for the dark vision, but it is visual, so it's easier,
Yeah,
but not
feels
easier.
like a -2. So probably not.
Okay, yeah, you don't see it then. Remilar, you do see. As you are looking across the upper floor walkways, you can see there are 6 hidden crossbowmen upon the upper walkways.
Hey, no need to point those things out, Cooper.
Are you actually saying that?
Yep.
They don't make any response. Besides besides the bookshelves and the upper floor, which Remilar can see the 6 crossbowmen, the room has a larger red and brown carpet in a more eloquent design, leading up to a grandiose desk. The desk has stacks of books, parchment, and money pouches. Sat on the large chair is a steel-furred Tharg, wearing some brown studded leather, with possibly a few too many belts attached to it. From this distance, you can also make out he has a cut on his left ear in an almost V shape towards the top, possibly from a dagger wound. The desk is around 50 feet from you and the door. anyone who has ranks can roll knowledge geography, but I think we're already established nobody has that.
You
So-
do if you just put it in.
Or level up new skills, you can roll knowledge geography. Alright, and you will know that steel-furred Varg are a very rare breed of Varg, mostly as orphans, slaves, or family-bound within the Yuana Dre continent. To see one, let alone one outside the continent, is unheard of, leading you to believe that this Varg might have escaped his homeland. As you are investigating this room, the Varg will raise his voice to address you. He is raising his voice because he's at a very large distance of about 50 feet, in a gruff, gravelly voice that is calm but pointed. I have been expecting you, Remila, Atlas, Osa, and Joseph. You've been asking quite a few questions, and travelled a fair part of Sector 1. Please, step closer, though no further than the first bookcase, so that we may speak.
No problem, Cooper, but could you tell your guys up above to relax it all?
It is but a precaution.
Yeah, makes sense. Step forward.
Alright. If the party is stepping forward, you can move 15 feet closer, just to the edge of the first set of bookcases, meaning the Varg doesn't have to shout as loud at you.
I've heard through the walls you asking about the young red mage, Gefwin Carver. However, you have also been asking after us, and I would like to know, what is it you wish from us?
Well, we heard it through the grapevine that Gethwin had some dealings with you, Cooper, so we're just wondering if you could help find her. If not find her, tell us where she is.
Roll me diplomacy. Or intimidate, if you really think you can do that.
Hell no. Heard it through the grapevine.
Keeping that roll.
Yeah, buddy.
And that is good enough, yes.
Gefwin Carver was on a job for the Broken Dagger. She was to obtain some family records from Sector 6, to which we made sure her missions were close enough within the Reclaimers Guild. And another ulterior mission was to steal something from another mission that the Reclaimers were setting up before they sent out their own team.
Did it happen to be an orb of some type, Cooper?
Just 1 second, this guy's a lot of pages.
No, she was to bring us a holy relic.
Ah, yeah. How much was you offering for it, Cooper? Because I believe the Reclaimers sent her out to do the same thing.
$2,000 gil.
higher, but I'm assuming she hasn't brought anything back, and you haven't seen her for a few weeks, Cooper.
Roll me diplomacy. Keeping that?
Yeah.
She has not returned. However, she did join us around 3.5 weeks ago. She has set up many contacts within our guild and that of her place of employment. She has also asked for some help in getting set up with the reclaimers, most likely to game the system.
For a 19-year-old, she really does have some big ambitions. And dangerous ones at that.
You can do anything if there's a price high enough.
Did she set off alone to get this holy relic, or...?
Thieves normally work in pairs or larger groups depending on the mission. As far as we know, she set off in a group of 4. But they were reclaimers.
Right. We forgot to ask that at the reclaimers.
Yes, you did.
They might have returned without her. Do you know if the other party members have come back, Cooper, or are they all
They
still
have
out there?
not.
Right. So there's something guarding this holy relic, powerful enough to take them far out. Don't take this the wrong way or anything, Cooper, but we've heard that you have become nicer with debt collecting, Cooper. I'm just wondering if anything's changed in your ranks, or...
Roll me diplomacy.
Never let me down.
No, I wouldn't say that.
If you are referring to our dealings with the Reclaimers and the Colourful Bard, it is a part of our guidelines and laws. We are nice to those who work with us.
Seems fair.
The benefits outweigh fear.
Another thing you could ask is it in their guidelines to like make it known or make aware that you're part of the guild? So like that carving that she did on the door, like did they ask her to do that?
Yeah, I'll ask that.
It is not common practice, though new initiates will often be given the task of carving such a thing in a place they frequent or where they live. If a person wants a particular building left alone, then the symbol is placed to mark their territory.
Right.
So she still cares about family if she's done that, Cooper.
Yep.
However, all leads point Sector 6. And this damn holy relic.
Indeed. Looks like that's going to have to be our point of
Interest.
interest, yeah. Our location to go to.
It can't be a coincidence. It can't be a coincidence that she's joined all of these around about the same time.
Well,
She was with the Reclaimers for 2 months.
Oh yeah, never mind. Not too weak hit. Can't be a coincidence that she's joined the Thieves Guild at the same time she got the quest, though. So is there somebody bigger than the Thieves Guild and the Reclaimers wanting this Holy Relic? Who knows?
You'll find out next episode.
However, has anybody got any other questions about these
Nope.
gentlemen here?
I've got mine asked.
I don't have anything new.
How'd she wound up with you lot?
You
What was that?
How'd she wound up with the Thieves Guild? Did they find her, or did she search them out, or?
She made acquaintances with the people in the Colourful Bard, and then through them she got a rank here,
No,
I believe.
they
No?
didn't.
I'm
That's
completely
not
wrong.
how
Ignore.
she made contacts with the. Well, when she was in the guild, she made contacts with the guild to make it so that her workplace was not hassled.
Oh, so she just joined then.
That's what I wanna kind of, if we can ask that, if how did she end up with the thieves?
Yeah, I'll ask
Was
that.
she recruited, or did she look them out, or who made the initiative?
She made a diplomacy roll.
So she sought out the Thieves Guild.
No, I'm telling you to make diplomacy.
There you go.
Gefwin approached us in the hopes we'd give her high reward jobs. Though we did let her know of the risks. We trained her and gave her a few jobs. Even treating her workplace nicer as a side benefit. However, Gefwin Carver wasn't an amazing thief, but could use a little magic, and was a bit more martial than my normal rogues.
Her boyfriend seems to think she was too scared to go into Sector 6. But everybody else seems like she was willing
Or
to
is
go.
he too scared?
We gave her jobs inside Sector 1, but she wanted money quicker, and so we had the Sector 6 job.
Right.
Another thing is, why is she wanting all this money? What is she trying?
Scene.
Yeah.
Oh,
She
family's
wanted out
in
of
debt.
She's trying to get out from under her parents. Basically,
Yeah.
She doesn't want to live with them anymore. She still cares about them.
She still cares about them, but doesn't want to be there. So the parents really control it, maybe. Anyway.
Well, the parents
think we
reject
need to
her
go.
boyfriend, so that's another reason.
Yeah, true.
Ah, boom.
I think we need to go to Sector 6 then.
Before you leave, I shall offer you the same quest as Gefwin.
I would kindly reject the quest offer. Our partner here has ties with the Reclaimers, and we wouldn't really want to
No,
cause any
no.
problems with that.
I know of Joseph. I'm offering you her mission to collect the documents.
Ah. May I
Do you
ask what
have
these
any
documents are for?
specifics on what the documents are? What they look like?
They are free folders. You may find them within the Hoyton household. They detail a human woman and man, and an adopted Varg son, all going by the surname Hoyton. There is a prize of 1,000 gil per document. 3,000 in total.
Definitely keep an eye out for them, Cooper. Could you tell us whereabouts is the house or place
Yes.
they would be kept? Would it be the number 7 you just written on my map, Cooper?
Possibly.
Knowledge local or knowledge history?
It'd be history. Dead sector's very old.
I need to put ranks in history, damn it.
You have no idea. You just know it's most likely a house in the dead sector.
Don't worry,
Well, I was
I'm
talking
knowledgeable.
about the family itself.
I've got ranks in most of the knowledgeable stuff now.
That's good.
Okay, give me a moment to find that information. The Hoytons were not particularly famous, however, you do remember their names as teachers. One of them seemed to have worked in a magic school, the other at a chapter of Bahamut's Knights.
We already had that on our notes for some reason. I think I missed that part. The Bahamut Knight chapter.
Do you have any other questions? Also, you never ask anyone's name. I don't know if that's intentional.
We never asked what?
You never ask anyone what their names are, and I don't know if that's intentional.
It's not intentional, no. I always forget. Right. Is anyone noting these quests down? 'Cause I really haven't.
Yes.
I written stuff down.
Good. I've been writing stuff down, just not the 3 quests we've been given.
Wait, there's 3?
Well, find her, and then find the parchment, and then find the orb.
Okay, yeah, I got that.
And the Reclaimers don't want us going after the holy artifact that she was going after for them, right?
They didn't make mention of it, no.
They
You
just
also didn't
don't-
ask.
Yeah, they just don't want us going back on. Like, they don't want us taking the shit we offered to get them.
Alright. You also didn't ask about the Holy Relic as a quest at all. You just asked about her and the Magical Orb one.
I mean, we asked about it, but the only response we got, we can't because we're not members of the guild.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so they wanted
And
us
after
to
that, it never came up again.
Well, if she's still alive, she can bring it back to whoever she wants. That's her problem.
But it seems to me like, just out of character, out of game, it seems to me like she already brought it back to the Thieves Guild rather than bring it back to...
You can
No.
ask.
Well, she never came back here.
Yeah, we'll ask, but I doubt it.
He'll tell you no, because she never came back.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like, the last anybody knows, she was going to get this holy relic. And she
okay.
hasn't been seen since going. So, let's jump on a train and make our way there. Or rest and then go.
Uh,
Yeah, rest
I
probably.
had one thing. We could ask, like, did Gethwin have any, like, partners or contacts within the Thieves Guild when she was doing her regular Thieves Guild missions before the... Sector
Didn't he
6
just say
missions?
that she was, like, making contacts?
Yeah,
But
she
did
made.
she already... She was making them, but did she have any, like, regular people she was working with on those Sector 1 missions?
No one in particular, no.
Okay.
She was mostly being trained at that time.
Okay.
So, to the colourful bar to rest up, and then. Sector 6. Wait, how much is out of the colourful
Really?
bar again? So I don't
5
think we can
gil a night.
afford. Yeah, I've only got 19 gil, so somebody. Has anyone got a gil?
It's
I've got
5.
one.
Unless you're paying for
5.
everyone.
Yeah, I know not everybody has money, do you?
I've got 2 left over now.
I've got
Yeah.
1.
So we want to go all the way to that side. If we're going to Sector 6, wouldn't we want to find a place to stay at the
How much is
eastern
it?
side of the sector?
Yeah.
So we don't have to walk all the way back if we're just going to Sector 6 anyway.
Well, get on the train here, go to District 2 to sleep, because I don't really fancy sleeping in District 1. District 1, because I don't fancy getting mugged in the middle of the night. But anywhere else near the train station we can sleep?
Who knows this place? This is very much my first day here.
Like at least near this big entrance door here, so we can, if we have to, just walk in.
I did mention earlier in the chat that I have a small apartment that's basically where I stay when
If
I'm
not, I could probably house you at my house. It's in District 2.
Whereabouts is it?
That also works.
Hayden. Where is it? It's in District 2.
Right on the wall.
Here. There you go, you have a dot.
Where's the dot? Oh, over there. In
You
Sector
said
2.
district. Yeah, you said sector 2, that's sector 2.
No, I said District 2.
Of which sector?
I don't know. You never gave me a sector.
Well, let's have a roll of the dice.
Please be a 1.
5 this time.
It's not going to be a...
Yeah!
Oh, yes!
In one!
There you go.
Lucky.
You can all come over for
Well,
a
we
sleep
stay.
over.
Why the hell was you on our
Then-
train then?
Yeah, why did you take the train?
Did you...
Yeah, I
He
don't
might
know.
have been visiting another sector for shopping.
Yeah, probably.
Nah, to be honest, I've been travelling.
That's why he didn't have any money.
No, I've been travelling.
We'll go to your house then. 'Cause we can't
Alright.
really afford us. Rest for the night, and then head off to Sector 6. Again, as we're leaving the Thieves Guild, I'll say thanks for the information. I bid you farewell, bow, tilt my top hat, and away I go.
Such a dapper little Moogle.
I'm not even in a full, like, my clothes are really ragged right now. Like, I ain't got a proper suit on yet.
Mine are not. I look like I belong in Sector 2.
You'll all get 200 XP for questions. And you sleep until the next day.
Yeah.
And your all district sector train pass will have expired.
How much is for a new one?
Let me load it up. Trains. I'm pretty sure it's 25.
Yeah.
Trains. A full day ticket for all district sectors, 25 gil
Probably per person.
per person, yes.
I ain't got that much.
Nope.
I
We
will
really
be
need it anyway if we're just
walking
going
with
away.
Blasto.
Yeah, let's get walking.
You're not going to be walking too far, so it's fine.
Well, the Moogle can go on the Chocobo. Can I not summon my Chocobo? Is there not enough room to fit the Beam Mission on as well?
So, no, there wouldn't be.
Oh.
Your mounts are only for one medium creature.
Can I summon two?
Depends on the spell.
It depends on the spell, yeah. Some spells don't allow you to recast for that kind of stuff. Let's have a look, see your mount.
Last half the
Yeah,
distance.
it's just
or
called
half the
Mount.
amount.
Also, that's 2 hours per level, so that's 4 hours.
And I
You said 2
believe-
hours before. It doesn't say you can't summon it more than once, so I'd say sure.
Alright, then I'll
You're just
summon-
using up 2 MP for mounts.
Yep. There you go.
Cool.
There you go. We should all get there a little bit faster now.
Yeah. And the joke, or not the joke, but the Moogle has this choice of which seat to sit on, which Chocobo to sit on.
Alright, before you head into the dead sector, you will know that the Sector 6, also known as the dead sector, is a harsh climate of monsters, destroyed buildings, and treasure. It is advised that you normally have either good gear or an escort to go through the sector. As such, it is blocked off on both sides, with trains no longer functioning in that area as all of the tracks and walls have been destroyed. From the locations on the map you've been given, and the speed at which you would travel, because you need to avoid monsters as well as get around rubble and such, it's going to take you 2 days to get to the location in Sector 6, where the 3 buildings are located.
Yeah, I ain't got enough MP to keep my mounts going that long.
Your mounts aren't going to help you too much in that area. Your mounts would give you away too easily to monsters.
People need to stock up on rations or something before we go.
Yeah. I've got 5 rations, so I'm good to get there and back.
I'm pretty sure I have a few as well. Let me
I've
check.
got some rations and that jerky I just bought. A pound of jerky isn't a whole lot of food, though.
Enough for one day.
I have only 2 bits of food.
Is there any quick stars nearby? I can buy them a bit more.
Yeah, you can buy some bento boxes from market stalls.
How much are they?
Same as a ration.
I can't remember. Is it 1 gil?
It's 2 gil, isn't it?
Rations are 1 gil per day.
Never mind.
And they weigh 1 pound or 0.25 if you're small.
Do you want to buy like 4 then? Just keep us all going? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? How many? It's only 2 days there, and then it's going to be a few days back as well, so...
Yeah, 4 will
I think
do.
if buy 4 then. Gonna knock a gil off the price as well.
No,
Probably not.
What are we buying 4 of?
Can you not just
4
get, like,
rations.
buy 1, get 1 free?
no.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I bought 4 rations and I'll
Buy
give
2,
them
get
all
1
to-
free? Buy 3, get 1 for 1? 2 for the price of 4?
All for one and one for all?
Yeah.
Yep, there you go. Have 4 rations.
I feel like you need a musical instrument to help you.
Right, I'm ready.
So am I. Yay! Now you can knock off some prices. So I'm assuming we can only go to like the edge of the wall, and then by here we have to go by foot.
Yes.
Okay.
So after getting your gear and rations, you make your way to the eastern wall of Sector 1, where there is a large gate separating you from Sector 6. The entrance is a grand metallic door, seemingly impassable via force, unless you are a giant or as strong as one. On this side of the door are 2 chief security on guard who ask what the intentions of your party is.
I will pull out my reclaimer badge or whatever it is and say we're on reclaimer business.
One of these chief security will shout up to the top of the wall, saying they've got reclaimers to pass through, at which you'll hear the chiming of a bell, and the guards will tell you to wait a few minutes as they look over the other side. After the few minutes pass, you hear some shouting from the wall, and the doors will open up. The chief security will also tell you the code to knock. There you have to do 3 knocks, stop, 2 knocks, stop, 3 knocks on the door to have it opened up from the other side.
What was it?
3
3 knock,
stop,
stop,
2
2 stop, and what? And
3, 2, 3.
C33.
Got it.
That way they can notice you as people rather than monsters.
And what is our location at the moment? Like the gate from Sector 1 to Sector 6 or something?
Yes.
Yes.
It is the same code for all the gates.
Oh.
As you pass through the large metallic gates, they shut slowly behind you. And as they lock into place, the hustle and bustle of the city dies down behind the thick stone walls and the steel doors. In the place of the cheers and happy bystanders, you are replaced with a cold wind whistling throughout the wreckage of houses, walls, and the corpses of monsters.
Is it still like daylight out here, or is it quite dark?
It is still daylight, as it's still open up to the sky, so there is daylight breaking in. And as you can see, in a stark contrast to the other sectors, Sector 6 has barely 10% of the stone from its walls standing upright, most of the rubble bleeding into the streets, houses, and nearby areas. You can plainly see out into the plains to the southeast, as the exterior wall is also breached. Off in the distance, you can hear the screeches, howls, roars, and other such noises of creatures in the distance, as well as the clashes of claw and punctures of flesh heard deeper within. The whole sight and sound of the dead sector makes it the most unwelcoming location you have seen thus far. And if anyone wants to roll knowledge, they can roll knowledge history, and anyone can roll it to learn more about the dead sector.
It's not possible for me to do knowledge local at all.
This is history because it's several hundred years.
Okay. Also, there, I got my stealth check in for moving for right now. Until I
Alright.
need another one.
Atlas, you can relay this to the party members. You know that Sector 6, known as Dead Sector, is the most recent addition to the city. Yet it is the most destitute. Some 100 years ago, a war broke out between the continents of Gargan and Yuana Dre over a difference in law, opinion, and land ownership. Gargan had won the war, but the scars can be seen prominently in Sector 6, as it was part of Niffél that saw the brunt of the assault, due to their direction towards the continent of Yuana Dre. Overrun by monsters from the outside, Sector 6 was considered a lost cause for the city, with others not wanting to return to the site of war within their own city. Merely being closed off by reinforced doors, Sector 6 is left alone, besides reclaimers heading into it to obtain loot and lost heirlooms for the residents of Niffél. Tensions are still high between Gargan races and the Elvan due to this war, even after peace treaties have been written.
Yeah, Atlas.
Good thing I wasn't around 100 years ago.
Do we all know the direction we're going?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I've got a
You'll also know that this war was called the War of Rulers, and it was Yuana Dre versus Gargan. Put that in the chat. There.
While being out in
And
this sector,
it's-
do we know what like dangers lurk out here or not? Like, do we know what we're going to be facing?
Plenty
do
of
run a
monsters.
So we don't like can't identify what monsters they are actually here.
Oh, we got told it's there'll be magical ones when we go for the orb.
Nice.
That is pretty much the information. You'll see the monsters when you see them, basically. There are so many here, it'd take too long to tell you what it would be here. It'd be easy to tell you what's not here.
Oh my god, okay. Great.
The monsters here run the gambit.
And going through the dead sector, we shall be doing some skills. Because we've already been doing skills. So, as you move through the dead sector, you can make orienteering checks. And you might remember this as skill challenges. They were sadly deleted from Pathfinder. But I'm bringing them back, baby. And I shall write this on the map for you, just so you have the DCs.
Where is it going to be on the map?
What is orienteering under?
Many skills.
Nope, that's better.
Oh.
Speed up 1 day.
Okay, so orienteering is a survival check. If you wish, you can traverse the sector more stealthily in your approach to it. If you succeed in a DC 15 at survival, you can choose paths as well as move around in such a way that monsters have a harder time of finding you. This will mean that either you will face no combat or combat that is easier, or even possibly find loot as you travel. A DC 20 survival roll will allow you to speed up your movement by 1 day. So basically, you'll be able to traverse 2 days' worth of movement within 1 day. So you could get there in 1 day if you make a DC 20.
Are we going to do
And
an
if you
average?
if you want to combine both of those, you have to make a survival 25, which allows you to move both stealthily and quickly. You may select one main survivalist and have everyone aid them, or have everyone make separate survival checks.
Well, I ain't got no bonuses in this. So.
Neither have I.
I got some survival.
If one person succeeds, you all succeed. So if you want 4 dice rolls to have better chance of high roll, you can do that, or you can just all help the singular person. If you try any of these but fail, you'll instead only travel half a day in 1 day.
Right.
It's worth trying, I guess.
But try which one?
Does this synergize with stealth at all for me?
No, because you just be stealthing, leaving everyone else just to do whatever they want.
Do you have to choose which one you're doing, or can you just roll and then whatever your DC you beat is what you get?
You have to select one and roll for that DC.
What's your bonus, Jim?
You can also select different DCs between you. So one person can do stealth, one person can do speed up. If one of you wins, you could take whichever wins.
Is it only G with a bonus in stealth?
I feel like stealth is probably the... Well, I've got
It's
4,
bonus
but
in
that's just due to my
survival
wisdom.
I've got a +1 survival.
I've got a +4.
Your choice. We can all put it on G's roll and all give her a +2. Or you 3 can roll individually because it's generally no... I don't have any bonuses at all.
You could still roll and choose to aid one of us if all of the rest of us roll independently.
Well, if we roll independently and then you help G... See how that
Best
works.
chance of success.
Do you two want to roll for stealth and G roll for speed up, or...?
No, Oh, wait, yeah. I'll roll for stealth. Alright, let's roll them.
What about the other two?
Yeah, works for me.
Yeah, sure.
So
Right, we got the stealth, that's fine. It's only one person has to beat it, right?
yes.
Right, so you two roll for stealth and one of you's beat it.
And then you two are going to roll together using G as base to do for the speed up.
Yes. I have to roll higher than 10, don't I?
Yes.
To aid.
I'm going to try re-roll it. What do you mean?
All your high rolls.
There you go. What are you
Working
talking about?
Okay, so +2 to this.
Hey!
It's 21, speed up 1 day.
Stealthy speed up.
You can get to your location in 1 day of travel.
Yeah.
And during this day, so you all set off from the gates of Sector 1 as a wind picks up from the southwest. As far as you can tell, it's very fast wind at around 20 miles per hour. And so this may affect either some ranged attacks or spells. And as you are traveling, let's see what happens along the route.
Find treasure, find treasure, find treasure.
I'd love to find treasure right now. I'm broke.
I'm pretty much broke.
Weren't you the one that started off with 900? How are you broke?
Yes.
He has a chocobo.
I have a chocobo. Don't look at my gear. Food, lodging. My sword's just better than the average sword, and I got my chocobo and buckler and stuff like that. Plus, I've got like thief tools. Oh, I forgot about that. I can put that on my character sheet. Skill.
So what's happening?
He's rolling randomized dice to find out.
Masterwork Thieves Tools is just a +1 item bonus, right? Good talk.
I'm not
+1
sure.
or +2? Aren't masterwork tools usually +2?
You might be right. Let me double check.
I mean, it might depend on the item, but that's what I remember.
+2.
Yep, +2 circumstance bonus on disable device checks. Oh, that's already in there. Never mind. I did.
I think I put that in there for you.
Did you?
I know I was editing your sheet for a lot of things.
I apologize. Although both of us missed out on my weapon until yesterday. Because under my gear and stuff, I had purchased a rapier, and for some reason it was still longsword attributes and named longsword.
Oh, this is pitiful.
Rocks fall, we all die.
Okay, so
Start over.
everyone can make a perception roll.
Can I sniff it out?
Not at this distance, no.
Damn, good rolls.
Why is the wind not in our favour?
Okay. Enough of you will see this that you can stop each other. As you're making your way downtown, walking fast, you come across the final boss of the game, a single centipede, which we will fight next week.
Oh no! Cliffhangers.